Hey, that was fast. That wasn't too bad. Hi, Julia. Hey, hey, hey. Can my chat pop that again? There we go. Aquay, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening to you. All right. Can my chat pop that again? All right, let me get back to the other view here again. Boink. There we go. Move it back to the center. Hi, Eva. We are back. There we go. Hey, Johnny. Welcome back, buddy. My chat is not updating for me on here. I don't know why. So weird. Get clouds are yet? Oh, no, dude. Hi, Jenny. Here. Wow, it's already 12:30 in the morning. Time is flying by. Here, sync with the moon. Yes, there we go. Time is really flying by. Hey, Mo. Yeah, it's getting really high in the sky right now. How to be on back to see it? Yeah, it's getting high. Hey, Shyster, how's it going, buddy? Good evening. How's your night? Yeah, that was super quick. Didn't take long. Hey, Massimo. How are you? Aioli. How you doing, Massimo? Steve, good evening, bud. It's beautiful tonight. Really is. Chin at work? Oh, nice, man. How's work going? Gary, good evening, bud. Hi, Bertha. And thank you. Honestly, thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. That's a really beautiful view of the moon right now. Actually, really gorgeous. I know, Dunning. Hopefully I said your name right, Dunning. Where am I from? Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, the sun's up for you already in Switzerland. Got clear skies. Yep, we're over here in Kansas City, Missouri, so these are views from here. Just a live feed, it is, yep. These are live views of the beautiful moon from an 8-inch Smith Green telescope. Didn't get to see it. Too many clouds. It does. The moon looks really beautiful right now. It really does. This is our moon, yep. This is our super moon tonight. The beautiful super moon. You're up in Canada, Gary? Nice. How's your skies? Thanks, Anya. Appreciate it. Do appreciate that. Yep, this is our beautiful moon, our super moon, the Beaver Supermoon. Oh, you got it with a 100x zoom with the S24 Ultra. That's so cool. That's really cool. Oh, thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a really beautiful telescope. It truly is. A little cloudy, but saw the supermoon. That's awesome, Gary. That's super awesome. Yeah, I had a dinosaur. Oh, the T-Rex. What? Ah, thanks, Little B. I appreciate it, bud. No life up there. Not that we've seen. Are the rocks on the moon different from the rocks here and there? Aren't rocks just rocks? No, there's different isotopics. I think, GG, I think you'll definitely enjoy it. Is this real? It is. Yeah, this is a live view right now of the moon. Tonight we steal the moon. Nice. Yeah. Good. Oh, looked like a bat flew through. Dang, Streamlabs being mean tonight. Oh, thank you, Joey. Honestly, thank you. And Highway Still the Moon. There you go. I get it. You're good. Took a nap, but now you're back. Sweet. Awesome. We're using the 8-inch Smith Cassegrain telescope right now. So we swapped out telescopes from when you were in here just a bit ago. Why the craters of the moon never have circular shape to them? Always look like eclipses, like at the bottom of the moon. To see what I mean? I mean, some, like there's different shapes when we talk about the impacts. Some have more of a circular look to them, some are a little bit more oblong. You can look at our visitor in December. Hopefully near the middle of November we'll be able to capture it here from the observatory. Is it moving? It does, but the telescope tracks it through the sky. Like if I turn off tracking, then this is what we see with it. Then we see Earth's rotation, of course. Then we have to jack with it. We always got to pull back over and then watch Earth's rotation. I'll let you kind of watch that for just a second here. Bunch of dancing in the moonlight. Nice. That's super cool. Looks like a watermelon. It kind of does. The moon does kind of look like it. Luna. Yeah, beautiful Luna. Yeah, luckily with the setup, we have a go-to mount, which allows me to track it through the sky. Once we get into the center here, I'll start tracking again. Which gives us that really cool view where it's just gorgeous. Get to watch it. Okay, sounds good, Mo. Absolutely, sounds good. Sounds good. No Saturn Neptune day? Not today. Tomorrow night we might do a little bit of Saturn before we hit the moon, get to the moon. But definitely by this weekend we'll be doing a lot more Saturn and then getting to the moon. Yeah, the moon moves really fast through the sky. It really does. Most of them are from asteroids, yep. Asteroids, comets, and space trash. But tonight we're going to be hanging out with the Beaver Supermoon. The beautiful Beaver Supermoon. How about Uranus? It's not too far from the moon, but it's hard to capture Uranus, or even Neptune for that matter, when they're close to the moon, because you got to grab a lot of light, and the moonlight just like overwhelms you. Makes it really hard to do. Do you believe on life in our solar system? It's possible. Like, let's take the moon, for example, Europa. It's possible. It's also possible there could have been life on Mars as well in the past. Why is it called the Beaver Moon? So back in the days, they would use this moon for a few things. One, we see that sorry, that there was a huge trade of fur from beavers near this period, and most likely that was caused because of the natives and then some of the explorers that came over would set up traps, and so they got the name going, called the Beaver Moon. But a lot of them that we see come from the Native Americans when we talk about the names. She's a wolf and mouse closing. That's pretty wild. Hi, Lazarus. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Good evening. Beaver Moon, love an ordinary person. Your childhood name was Beaver? Worst thing that you've seen people in my chat? Like Nick here, by the way. As you can even see by what his name is. He thinks he's something special, but he's just one of those where definitely his parents change the conversation when their friends bring him up. Have you ever seen a UFO? I personally have not. Like, what I see is what you see. I'm live all the time. So whatever I see is basically what you see. Can you zoom in more? No. Over the next few days we'll do a lot more zooming in, but right now we're kind of enjoying the supermoon. Just how gorgeous it is. This is our moon, yep. Ordinary. I appreciate it, buddy. There's a live shot of the moon right now. It is. Yeah, this is a live view of the moon right now from Kansas City, Missouri. Tater Savage from Minnesota. Welcome in, bud. Good evening to you, by the way. This is the real moon live. Yes, this is the moon live right now. You're looking at it live. DC, welcome in. Yep, this, so I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. The telescope that we're using is the 8-inch Schmidt screen from Celestron. Oh no, Nick, it was another Nick. It wasn't you. It was another one. No, it wasn't you. It was the person, and it wasn't, it's what was in his name. It was pretty bad. He had a horrible name. South Cal, Lazarus from South Cal. We got Oklahoma as well in the house. Maryland. Aren't there sounds on the moon? There's not. There's not enough medium in the. So there's an exosphere, not an atmosphere. So there's not enough medium for sound waves to go through, though. Los Angeles, welcome in. Colorado. Missouri, love. Hey, welcome in. Texas, another Texas, Oregon. This guy's from Fake. William's from Fake. Minnesota, Oklahoma City in the house. Where are the bright spots? These are going to be younger impact regions. Also, you see ejected, the lines that we see here. But those really white, bright areas are going to be younger impact regions that we see on the moon. The Philippines, welcome in. San Diego, welcome in, y'all. Australia. Ever see a moonquake? I don't see the moonquake, but we see it through the seismometers. How's a moon created from an impact called Thea? Also Missouri, Cal. Welcome in, bud. What's everyone? Shingles. That don't sound good. Salute the Philippines. Phil, good evening to you. Panama City Beach, Florida. How's your sky tonight, Glenn? You guys get to see the supermoon out there? Alaska. Watching from Oregon. Arizona. Light dots on the moon. It's going to be younger impacts on the moon. In the Philippines. Nice. Maganango Magapo. Most up. Los Angeles. Go Dodgers. Dang. Oregon. Ohio. Kokowembe. Very nice. In Oregon, we appreciate stuff like this because of all the clouds we get in the Pacific Northwest. That's horrible. Hawaii. What up, Alex? How's Hawaii tonight? Looks kind of like an orange. It does. Or like a watermelon almost. You're in Oregon as well, William. Welcome in. Thailand, welcome in. A lot of people from Oregon. Speak a little bit Tagalog, yeah. Little Tagalog, little Kaponga, or Kapong, how do you say it? Kapong. What's the local language up near Clark Air Force Base? It's where one of my offices was located. Spanish and English. Hello from Arizona. How's it going? Welcome in. Another Arizona. This telescope here is about 1600. The moonrise was super beautiful tonight. It really was. Tennessee, Colorado. Greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. The other side of the state from us. Kapapangan, there you go. That's what it is. Yep, Kapapangan. Took the filter off, I can look at my phone and move the moon. If you took the filter off, I can look at my phone and move the moon. What do you mean, if I took the filter off? You can look at, I don't know what you mean there. Indiana, Kentucky. Hi, Joni, good evening, by the way. Washington. How's Sterling, Kentucky? Great moon picture. Yep, this is a live view right now. We're looking at the moon live right now. California. Wish you could leave Earth for real and go to the moon. A lot of Organians here. Manitoba. Moon phenomenon visible from everywhere. It is. It is the supermoon tonight. It is basically a full moon, but in a close approach, what we call Perigee Syzygy. Therefore, it appears a little bit brighter and a little bit larger for us. As I look at my phone, it doesn't move. Oh yeah, because right now I'm tracking it through the sky. We're tracking it through the sky. Put your finger on the telescope. I can do even better. I can tap it. We can even do a few other things here. Let me see if I can get two cameras on here. throw another one on here. There we go. Can you guys see it on the bottom? If you get rid of the chat, you'll be able to see the actual telescope here. Let me kind of swing around to the telescope. If you want to learn how to take out the chat, 3 dots on the top right, click it, and then you can go down just a little bit and it says live chat. And hopefully you guys can do that. Turn it off. You'll see me here. Telescope. Let's barely touch it because I don't want to shake too much, but that's a current setup that we're using here in the observatory tonight. Or one of the telescopes that we're using currently with it. Really beautiful telescope too. Are you from Winnipeg? Hey, welcome in. When I use your channel live, I try to go live often. Like, you'll see me here as long as it's clear skies here in Kansas City, then you'll most likely see me here. It is nice, yeah, absolutely. Oh, thanks. Eladio, absolutely. Try locating an 3-eye atlas. Not yet, I haven't. Not from this observatory yet. Hi, Samurai, how you doing? All is well, all is well. Can you guys hear me okay still? Let me know if my microphone's okay. From Delhi, India. Oh, no way, welcome in. Can you get any closer? We will. Not tonight, though. We got a supermoon, so we're going to kind of hang out. Let me pull up just the view of the camera. The telescope here. There we go. That's not always zoomed in on us. Let's move it over just a bit. There we go. Tonight we're going to be just hanging out with the full moon. Since it is the supermoon, having that whole view is just gorgeous. Over the next couple of nights, though, we'll do a lot more zooming in, getting in towards like the impact craters and enjoying the views for sure. Wonder why the moon always shows us this side, because it is tightly locked to us. Do you get cold staying outside for this? Honestly, no. Here inside the observatory, we have a control room that has a heater in it. Heater and air conditioner, so it goes both ways. It's actually very comfortable. Ladio, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. There is a meteor shower tonight. There is. There is. Can you find the PN7, the Quasimoon, orbiting Earth? So it's a really small asteroid. Super small. Hi Nina, how's it going? I gotta get back to sleep. Glad to see it though tonight. Happy full moon to you as well. Yeah, very tiny swarm meteor shower, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. And by the way, again, welcome in everybody. This is a live view of the moon, our supermoon, the Beaver Supermoon here. The Beaver Supermoon, we give the name Beaver to the full moon in November. Supermoon essentially means that it's very close to us in its approaches. It's orbiting around Earth in the elliptical orbit that it takes. It's much closer to us during the full moon, so we call that the Perigesis Cygni. And it appears about 30% brighter and about 12 to 14% larger for us. And we're going to be coming up on the wolf moon, the coal moon, the snow moon. A lot of beautiful names. What's the first star to go supernova? I have no answer for that. Don't have that answer. You're at work, JD? Dang, dude. Working the night shift, huh? Oh, you're in Aurora, Colorado. Oh, no way. And by the way, if you are new here, let me know where you're located. What state, what country. Let me know where you're located at, where you're viewing from. Saw a video of a meteor hitting the moon. Was that AI? Not because I feel like it would be on the news. So back in, I can't remember, 2021, or it might have even been 2019, an astronomer, a Japanese astronomer, was able to capture an impact on the moon. That was actually real. Arkansas, Calgary, Neptune Beach, Florida, Michigan. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. San Francisco, California, Philippines, Hawaii, Wisconsin, Aurora, Colorado, Houston, San Antonio. Hey, oh, good evening. I see you again. Austria, Vermont, Finland. Oh, okay, I got what you're saying, Jenny. The one they're referring to. Sacramento, Colorado, Las Vegas, Nevada, Houston, Texas, but in Dallas working for the week. Las Vegas, Nevada, Houston, North Carolina. Haha, Balkans, thank you for the presentation. I appreciate you, honestly. Glad to have you here. Reno, Australia. California, used to live in Stillwater, Oklahoma. That wasn't too far from where I was born at. Bakersfield, California. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. First star to go supernova of knowledge. The question was, which was the first star to go supernova? We don't have the clue. Robstown, Texas. Nice. Canada, welcome in. Long Beach, California. Lima, Ohio. I noticed there's not a lot of Oregons coming through now. Just a bit ago, we've seen a lot of people in Oregon. We got Germany, Ireland, Detroit, Michigan. Hey, Dark Fang, what up, brother? How you doing? Sacramento? Pretty awesome. Do you have any stars visible to you? There are some stars visible up in the sky right now. Tupelo, Mississippi. Will the moon become a resort? That's a good question, right? That's a great question. Lunenburg. Lunenburg, Germany. Laredo, Texas. Louisville, Kentucky. Oh, Louisville, Kentucky in the house. Crazy news out of Louisville, Kentucky just a few nights ago. Or what was it? Last night. Yum, Washington. Nashville, Tennessee. My day was wonderful, brother. How was yours? Hey, how you doing, Lalit? The Plant Daddy, what up? Lake Tahoe area, very nice. Watch out for the werewolves, right? Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Is that an impact? It is. That's the impact crater Tycho, named after Tycho Brahe, which is a Danish astronomer. That one's about 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep, and 108 million years old. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. I'm sure that you'll enjoy what we do here. It's all about astronomy. I try to go live every night. As long as we have clear skies, this is probably where you'll see me. So if you all do enjoy this type of content, make sure that you do turn on the notification as well. Subscribe and turn on notification. I'm sure you'll definitely enjoy it here. We try to do the moon, planets, moons around planets, galaxy, nebulae, all kinds of wild stuff. Picture of the 555 on Discord. Oh, dude, that's awesome, brother. Nicholas, thank you so much, dude. Yo, thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate all that. Thank you so much. Is this real? It is. This is a live view of the moon right now. And Werewolf in London. That was a good movie. I did watch that movie. Got no stars in the sky right now. Got too many clouds. The moon took some damage. It did. Most of what we see here is from the Great Bombardment period. That's what we mostly see here. The impact crater that we see on the bottom left side there, Tycho, that's the youngest large impact crater that we see on the moon. Again, that's 108 million years old though. Yep, a UPS plane, yeah. Yep. Hey Don, let's see what we got. Hello from South Nashville, Tennessee. Hi Don, welcome in by the way. Glad to have you. Star info friend, welcome in, and thank you, honestly thank you. Is there any other planets that you could show? Right now our focus is mostly on the moon because it is the supermoon tonight. Oh, you finally ordered a telescope, Dark Fang? That's so cool. No way, that is so awesome. Yeah, for real, live view of the moon. This is live video of the moon. Far bottom right crater. The one that's a little bit more observant. I'm trying to think of the name of that one. like right on the Sea of Fecundity. I cannot think of the name there. Honestly, can't even think of the name of that one. Streamlabs just a bot. It just gets crazy. Streamlabs just gets crazy every now and then. Don't worry about it. Streamlabs sometimes gets crazy. Hi Veronica from Sweden, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Look at the live video. Hey, I appreciate it, Faith. When you see the moon so bright and so clear, come the covers over your toilet. That's funny. Houston says, wow, Harold from Houston, welcome in, bud. What, why not? Why not what? Must have missed them. Oh, you got the star, Celestial Star Sense. That's really cool. That's really cool. Hi, Galaxy. Good evening. Sweet Acres, thank you for the fireworks. Yo, thank you so much for the fireworks, Sweet Acres. I appreciate that. Sweet Acres Koi Farm. Dude, I need koi for my pond. I should hook up with you at some point. I always buy like goldfish and they don't do too well. Used to get this so detailed. So this is the 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain telescope. Is this tonight? Yep, this is a live view. If y'all want to see the telescope, let me know. What telescope do you have? The one that we're using right now is the 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain, the 8SE. Nexstar 8SE from Celestron. Oh, that's a no, Dark Vein. That's a really good one to start out with for sure. You got a good telescope. How do you see lunar waves? I've never seen them personally. Hi Chelsea, good evening. What strange thing that you've seen go past the moon on the stream? Just stuff in our own atmosphere, whether it's bats going through the view or like airplanes going through the view. That's it. Seen something fly by, man. That's cool. Hi Desi, how are you? Hi Tiffany, hello again. You got the 8-inch Schmidt Cassegrain? Dude, it's a good telescope. It really is. Hi Sarah, good evening. Zoom in more. We will. The next couple of nights, we'll do a lot more zooming in. Tonight's a little bit more about that full moon. Enjoying just our supermoon. See if we can get centered up here in the scope. It's kind of like all about enjoying our supermoon tonight. European, welcome in. Where are we streaming from? Kansas City, Missouri. Airplanes going through the view is always really cool to watch. That is so true. Hope we catch some Anomaly live on the stream. I can tell you, I live stream all the time. We've never seen anything like crazy. What I see is what you see, though, to be honest. What I see is what you see. Let me pull up that one. Lagranus, yeah. That'd be Impact Lagranus. How far can you zoom in? It depends on the telescope. The 11-inch telescope does a really good job. We can get pretty close to impact craters. Fascinating, those craters at the bottom. Yep. We're starting to see the Terminator line coming around the side. Oh, you're in KCM mode as well? Nice. How often do you see objects through the moon since it's slightly transparent? It's not transparent at all. It's a rock. Do you also live pollution? LA sucks. Yeah. I couldn't do live pollution. Honestly can't. Could not do it. Can you send a shout out to my dad, Mr. Masters? Sorry, please, big fan. Mr. Masters. That's his name is Mr. Masters. That's so cool. Mr. Masters, welcome in. Yep, it's a rock. It's a railroad tie. Back what we got. It's not a rock to UTC. That's fine. I mean, you can have your opinion. Don't matter. Go Chiefs. Red Kingdom, that's right. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a really big rock. Morning from Ireland, 7 a.m. Hey, good morning to you. How are you? Good morning, good morning. Where we stream from? Kansas City, Missouri. You love Luna? Luna is amazing. Moon is not hollow, no. Hit the moon. Must have been very soft. Than the moon. Well, smaller objects. Good morning, Peter. How are you? She's a flat, lovely peaches. Yes, it's fine. Okay, cool story. What is the bottom portion? Looks so rough compared to the top. So when we look at the top, this is bosnic lava, that dark region area. And these areas actually solidified after the Great Bombardment period. So most of the impacts that we see on the moon are from the Great Bombardment period. And then you can still see some impacts inside the solidified lava area. Large impacts at this point occur roughly about once every 10,000 years. So bright tonight in Tucson, Arizona. Yes, absolutely. And by the way, again, I'm streaming from Kansas City, Missouri. This is a live view from Kansas City, Missouri. Let me know what state you're located in, or even what country you're in. Looks so fake. You want to see the telescope? I'll pull it up for you. Why is the moon bright? It's in a supermoon tonight. Looks about 30% brighter than the typical full moon and about 14% larger. South Dakota, Illinois, Minnesota. Jitava is apparently from Idiot, wherever that is. New Jersey. North Carolina, Oregon, here still nice. West Coast here. Asheville, North Carolina. Costa Rica, California. Dallas, Texas, Los Angeles, Texas, Arizona, Florida, Oregon, Brazil, North Carolina, Riverside, California, New Zealand, Utah, UK. How much does a decent telescope cost? It depends. Like I would say start out like a $100, $300 on the budget telescope. Wisconsin, Georgia, Milwaukee, Nevada, California, Wasilla, Alaska. Love the name. Wow, it's going through so fast. Nevada, California, another California, Cincinnati, Tanzania, Kansas, DC, New Jersey, South Carolina, San Antonio, Texas. Really love the Riverwalk down there. Oklahoma City, New York, Holland, Oregon, Guam, USA, North Dakota, California, England, North Korea. Okay, cool. Boston, Massachusetts, North Central Texas. Now, this is a live view right now. I'll show you all the telescope again here in just a minute. I always say a crescent moon looked like it has been turned on its side, kind of. Washington State, Oregon, Queensland, Jackpot, Nevada, Caribbeans. Oh, it's so cool. Australia, Dallas, Texas. Have you seen the show Orb on the movement of Earth? I have not. Australia. Yo, Chuck, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. New York, Michigan, North Carolina. Why is Kansas City in Missouri and not Kansas? There's a Kansas City in Kansas as well. Kansas City, Missouri was actually Kansas City before the state of Kansas was formed. El Salvador, welcome in. Poland, Warsaw. Oh, no way. Welcome in. How do meters hit the side of the moon facing Earth? Because there's a lot of distance in between us and the moon itself. Is this real? It is. Y'all want to see the telescope again? Ventura, California. Oh, that's so cool. Welcome in. Reno, Nevada. Davenport, Iowa. Not too far from us. Arizona. Yeah, let me know. Y'all want to see the telescope one more time? We can pull it back up. Put them both on the screen. You guys can see me kind of touch the telescope, see kind of my brown as well. St. Petersburg, Florida. Welcome in. Southeast Los Angeles. Yeah, you want to see it? I pulled up. I know some people are just coming in. You probably want to see kind of what's going on. Let me get both cameras here again. That's the outside telescope. Outside telescope. Which camera do I need? So here's the telescope. I'm trying to find the right one that pulls in. This is the other telescope we're using. How do I get both of them though? Oh, there we go. Turn off chat real quick. On the top, there's 3 dots on the top right. If you click it and then go down just a bit, you can turn off chat. And then, let me go ahead. We'll tap the telescope so y'all can see kind of what we're doing here. All right. Hopefully y'all can see me here. Coming into the view anyway. Telescope that we're using. I'm starting to see Jupiter right here, by the way. Finally seeing Jupiter. I see Jupiter, but hopefully you guys can see how that works. That's the telescope we're currently using right now. Beautiful 8SE. It's a wonderful telescope. Watching from Maryland. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Florida, welcome in. Looks like a watermelon. It does. Our moon kind of does look like a watermelon. I do agree. I do definitely agree. What, didn't the moon rotate? It does rotate. It rotates as it orbits around Earth, so it's a synchronization rotation, but it's tightly locked to us. So that rotation takes 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. Tonight, we're using the 8SE right here. Yeah, that's a really nice setup. North Carolina, welcome in. Tune in from Miami, Florida. Welcome in. New Mexico checking in. Welcome in, y'all. Alabama. See if we can pull it back down the center a little better. There we go. Philippines as well in the house. Australia. Texas. No way. Welcome in, y'all. California, San Francisco, North Carolina, Buffalo, New York. Amazing how many people were able to come in and hang out with us. And by the way, if you do enjoy these type of streams, this is what we do here. It's all about astronomy. Whether we're looking at the moon, planets, moons around planets, galaxy nebulae, globular clusters, stellar nurseries, it's a lot of fun of what we do. Sometimes we do deep space type stuff. Sometimes it's more into the planetary science side. But this is what we do here. If you do enjoy this, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications for when we go live. I do try to go live as often as I can, as long as we got clear skies here in the Kansas City area. Mexico, buenas noches, Alex. ¿Cómo está? Nashville, Tennessee, Seattle, Washington, Calgary, Dallas, Idaho, California. Hey, welcome in, y'all. Anchorage, Alaska. Moon is extra bright tonight. It really is. Absolutely is. Yep, our focus tonight is going to be on the supermoon. So this is the Beaver Supermoon that we're actually observing tonight, and it is really gorgeous. It appears to be about 30% brighter and about 12% larger than normal, what we normally see when it comes to a full moon. Mexico as well, Eva. Good evening. Long Island, New York. Hey, welcome in. Austin, Texas. Keep it weird. Glad to have you. Kansas City, Kansas. RJ on the opposite side of the state from us. Or on the other side of the state line from us, I should say. Where are you showing the moon from? Kansas City. I'm over in Kansas City. Oh, you're welcome, Andrea. Absolutely. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Welcome in. Was your real dream never pursued it professionally? And those, oh, that's so cool, Brendan. Hopefully you continue to at least pursue it on the hobby side. Northwest Arkansas, Anna. Welcome in. We were down in Northwest Arkansas for the total lunar eclipse, or total solar eclipse last year in Mount Hope. Tommy, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Chuck, again, thank you so much. Birmingham, UK, West Monroe, Louisiana. That's so cool. Monterrey, Mexico. Buenas noches. Kansas City as well, Ethan. Nice. Very awesome. Pittsburgh, Baldwin. Hi, April. Good evening to you. It's really live. It is. Yep, that's a live view of our moon. Arkansas there too. Welcome in, Nancy. Welcome in, welcome in. In the UK, we got Canada, North Louisiana. From Cambridge in the UK. Oh, no way. Syracuse, New York. Toronto, Canada, India. Atlas is a thing. That is true. Los Angeles here. Hey, welcome in. This live it is. Yep, this is a live view of the moon right now. London, Ontario, Canada. Again, welcome in. Utah, California. From Hawaii, oh no way. Memphis, Tennessee, welcome in. Ontario as well, welcome in. Las Vegas, Nevada. What part of Oklahoma did you grow up in? I was actually in the southern part of Kansas. I was in Winfield, Kansas, where I was born at. So just north of where you would be. Hey, you're in Kansas City, Missouri as well. Nice. Arkansas. Welcome in, Roman. We're trying a moon base. I don't have a moon base. Yo, Sweet Acres Koi Farm. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love and support. And just know that all that goes back into what we do here. Goes right back into the observatory to continue to get these type of views and commentary. St. Louis, welcome in. Slovenia, welcome in, y'all. Aloha from Hawaii, welcome in. LA, California. This is a magnificent view. Yeah, our moon is gorgeous. We truly have a stunning moon. You love the moon? That's awesome. South Carolina, welcome in. See if I can pull it back over in the center a little better. There we go. South Carolina, love it. Glad to have y'all in again. Absolutely awesome to have everybody in from around the world, as we can see here. Ton of fun. TV show. Hey, Monica from California, how you doing? Good. I really like the show, Friends. It's really cool. Really cool. Hi, Blithy. Welcome in. Yeah, welcome in. Good day from Melbourne, Australia. Hey, what up, Johnny? How you doing? How was your night? Peoria, Arizona. Yo, no way. Welcome in. What are the darker spots? That is bosnic lava or solidified lava, ancient lava beds on the moon. You lived in Hudson, Kansas for a while. Okay, I get you. Looked way better than there was no light pollution. Yeah, absolutely. Light pollution is just the worst. Absolutely horrible. Zambia. Hi, how's it going? Welcome in. And Lena from North Carolina. You get pictures like this with your cell phone. That's really cool. Super awesome. Youngstown, Ohio. What's up, Kevin? How you doing? We got Rome from Washington. Hey. Solidified lava. Yep, bosnic lava. YGP, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Can you see auroras where you live? Currently, no. We have a supermoon. Can't see nothing right now besides the moon. Would you be able to follow through Atlas if you wanted to? We will be able to into like the mid part of November. We'll be able to capture it from the observatory. Elysian, did I say your name right? Elysian from Portland, Oregon. Welcome in. How does the corner area look like a buddy figure? I don't really see it. Honestly, don't see it. Lower left corner of the moon was impacted. That is going to be Tycho impact crater. This is going to be the south pole side of the moon itself. But it's named after Tycho Brahe, which is a Danish astronomer. Hi, have a good night, Isabella. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hi, Johnny. This is live. Yep, this is currently live right now. Angela Leo, here from Aurora, Colorado. Welcome in. Ain't shooting stars yet. I haven't been looking for shooting stars, to be honest. We can make something that can zoom that far. Maybe. I mean, I guess. If you think that's what tech can do. In Australia, is the moon upside down? It is upside down from my perspective, obviously. Like if I was in Australia, I would see it on the opposite direction or upside down. But so there's a beaver moon. Was asked why. I don't know why. So every full moon has a name. November's is Beaver Moon. But right now we also have a supermoon, so we call it the Beaver Supermoon. And the beaver moon basically gets its name from this time of year, being in November, obviously, when beavers are busy preparing their lodges for winter, and when their fur was basically traded at its peak. So early Native American tribes and American colonists used to use a November full moon as like a marker for things like setting up trapping. Oh, you see that again? Send them pictures. Have you seen Megatron yet? Dude, the Megatron dude is so funny. All the videos I see of like Megatron is super funny. I appreciate it, Johnny. Thanks, bud. And again, welcome in, everybody. Hopefully y'all having a super amazing, awesome night. Again, this is a live view from here in Kansas City, Missouri. If you are hanging out, you do enjoy this, make sure you hit subscribe, turn on notifications as we go live quite frequently. Almost every night, as long as we don't have clouds here in Kansas City area. If you don't mind, by the way, as well, if you don't mind tapping where the moon's at in the screen to be able to send a like to the live, just to help us out. Obviously, it don't cost you anything. If you just double tap on the screen where the moon's at, I would truly appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. Speak Spanish. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? And thank you all so much. I can see the likes going up pretty quick. I truly appreciate y'all. Honestly, thank you. Feel free to ask questions about the moon. My name is Roman. We're here near Kansas City, Missouri. This is a live view through 8-inch Smith Cassegrain telescope, by the way. Beaver Supermoon. Yep. Hi from Australia. Hi, Elise. How are you doing? differ from one another. That is correct. If you record the moon throughout its lunar cycle, we see about 59%, or what looks like it wobbles in a sense, what's called libration. What are your thoughts on the lunar mescons beneath the Maria and how they influence spacecraft orbitals? I honestly don't have any thoughts to it. Spacecraft's not my study at all. It would be amazing if we saw something land or even hit the moon. Yeah, I mean, it'd be crazy. Absolutely. Volcanoes on the moon. Not volcanoes per se. Basically what happened during large impacts, it kind of peeled out the crust, which allowed the lava itself to flow. They kind of rush outwards. Israel or Portuguero. Sí, aquí es en vivo en mi telescopio aquí desde Kansas City, Missouri, en Unidos Estado. Why can't we see the dark side of the moon? Because it's a song by Pink Floyd. It's just a song. Even the far side of the moon also receives sunlight. But basically, it's tidally locked to us. It's tidally locked to us, and it makes one rotation on its axis as it orbits around Earth, so we always see the same side of the moon. Are there a book about the moon? There's a lot of books about the moon. Are there images of the far side of the moon? Yeah, back in 1950s, Luna 3 took the first photographs of the far side of the moon, which would have been from the USSR. Yeah, go outside and look up at the moon right now. It's so gorgeous. It is super bright. Really, really bright. Let's go there already. It'd be interesting to be standing on the moon looking back at Earth for sure. Oh, your brother. I'm not Russian, no. I'm English. Do you do meteor showers too? We do. There are times we do the meteor shower as well. Transformers on the far side of the moon. Okay, cool story. Make sure I got the rest of the questions here. And again, if you are just coming in, let me know where you're viewing from. I truly enjoy knowing how far we're actually able to reach out. And again, we're located in Kansas City, Missouri. So there's the Samsung utilizan. Yeah. Sí, cuando es like como fotos de luna, sí, es AI. Pulling the moon's already below the horizon for you? Dang. How was your view though tonight? Or last night, I should say. Texas and Taiwan. Is this real? It is, yeah. This is a live view right now. San Antonio, Texas. Niagara Falls, Canada. Oh, I've been there a few times. Love that area. Wisconsin. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Post Atlas if it's real. I guess you're going to go if it's not real because I can't show it to you right now. Can you explain what the difference is from the moon terminator and the edges that you see when it's full? Well, you don't see the terminator line when it's full, obviously. We just see the disk of the moon. Terminator is the separation between the day phase and the night phase, which gives us a lot more definition because you see the shadow effect, which is very, very crisp when we talk about the moon. There's no atmosphere, so like in the shadows of the moon, if you put your hand into it, you don't see it. Here, you put your hand to a shadow, you still see it because of how light bounces off the different things in our atmosphere. Hablas mucho English. That's cool. Nice. New Mexico, the moon's literally right above me. Yep. Toys Falls, South Dakota. Welcome in. Clearwater, British Columbia. I got a better view than you all. Dang. Kind of one up our view. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing, bud. Toledo, Ohio. Nice. Welcome in. I can't see Atlas yet. Cannot see it currently. SLO, California. Welcome in. Red Kingdom, go cheese. That's right. Absolutely. Red Kingdom. That's not in London, UK. Due to heavy clouds. Ah, I got you. That sucks. Look at it with a rangefinder. Oh, that's so cool, Camo. How did it look in the rangefinder? Bright little dots, does anyone know? So these are younger impact craters that we see on the moon. Whenever you like basically here on Earth we would say unearth something, but on moon something, right? Oh, did you guys see that go through? That's a bat going through the view. So basically whenever you bring out some of the material from underneath the crust, from like impacts for example, it's much, much brighter until the solar winds, which is very radioactive, comes through and starts to dim stuff down again. It does rotate. The moon itself does rotate. It's a synchronization rotation because it's tidally locked. What's the crater at about 7 o'clock? That's Tycho impact crater. Make sure I get the rest of it up here where the brighter dots got that one. Got it. Moon last night. Dang, man. Clouds always are the worst. Bats are back. It's past Halloween, that's right. How's your night, by the way, Blue? How do you get such deep colors without any editing? I don't know. I mean, it's just the telescope, I guess. Do other planets have visible terminator lines? Yeah, they do. So, I mean, like when we look at every planet has what you consider to be phases, right? But they're more observable when you talk about Venus and Mercury. But every planet itself has visible terminator lines. Always look full rather than half. Yeah. So whenever we look outwards, so for example, Mars and then outwards, then you only see about like that 99, 98% illumination. So there's a very small amount that's actually terminated. Where, for example, if you look out towards Venus, it looks like you're looking at the moon. You see like a crescent Venus. It's so gorgeous to be able to do. Well, always the same phase if it rotates because it's rotation and synchronization because it's tightly locked to it. So the easiest way to like think of this is if you hold your phone out in front of you, right? And you do it 360, you always see the same side of your phone. But think about it, if your phone was recording the walls behind you, it would see all of them. Therefore, it did a 360. It actually rotated. Are most moons tightly locked? Not most. Some are, some aren't. Looks like there are continents. What the hell happened? So the dark mass that you see is Bosnic lava, ancient solidified lava on the moon. Hey for watching. Cloudy over there as usual. Dang, Rome, that sucks. That does suck. Aries also has terminator line, if I'm not mistaken. Everything does, in a sense. Everything has a terminator line. It's just how much can you see based on your perspective of that angle and then the sun's angle. I don't like that we have people on the moon with telescope looking at us, looking at them with their channel be like, see the ground's live. Dude, that'd be so funny to see the Earth live. That'd be so funny. How close is the moon opposed to the Earth? Right now, it's relatively close. It's about 222,000 miles roughly. On average, 238,900 miles away though. North Idaho, 2 months and 2 days old. 1969. Oh, no way. I worked for NASA in the 60s and 70s and helped create the astronaut spacesuits for Apollo. That's so cool. That is super awesome. That is so cool. Where's the sunrise? To my east. Road towards India. How's the two mountains? That'd be so cool to see. That'd be really cool. What's happening? We're enjoying the supermoon right now. This is the Beaver Supermoon that we're enjoying tonight. Got a new astro cabin and a supermoon. I can't enjoy any of it because I chose to live in the Pacific Northwest. Dang, dude. That was a horrible decision. The large comet asteroid will be coming in between the moon and us within the next 20 years. We will see one in around 2029 Apophis. Now, so you can already see the effect coming through. The supermoon was during the day period for us here in the United States yesterday. So tomorrow night we'll start to see a lot more of the Terminator line coming through. Enjoying the supermoon? Wow, clean my room. That sounds awesome. Not fun for astrophotographers? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Billy, that's so funny. Make sure I got the rest up here. I think I got the rest of the question. And by the way, if you are just coming in, let me know where you're viewing from. We're here in Kansas City, Missouri. These are live views that you're seeing of the moon currently. Love the Terminator line, the details. Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. Getting to see the crisp shadows on the moon just is a really stunning view. Truly a stunning. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. I love answering questions. Questions are great to answer. There's no such thing as a stupid question, by the way. Thanks, Philip. I appreciate it. An affordable tracking mount? Honestly, I have the IEOX 100. It's not too bad. Czech Republic? Oh, no way. That's in Arizona in the house. Chino Hills in California. I got you. North London, UK. We see the other side through photographs. Ever catch the alien ships landing on the dark side of the moon? They don't exist. Hey Blaze, in our gravity field rotates with us. Well, why doesn't it rotate around its own center mass? It does rotate around its own center mass. Like it still does rotate around its own center mass. Or on its axis, I should say. But you still, it's going to happen because of being tightly locked. So there's still a lot because of us. People asking legitimate, no, the bot does, and then the mods do. But if people ask like stupid questions, they're probably going to get their self muted. We don't go down the rabbit hole of conspiracy. Samsung can do that? Yeah, cool story. Houston, Texas. I don't even know who's getting muted, to be honest. Like, if people are asking questions where the bot gets them, I don't know. I have no clue who's getting muted. In fact, I'm scrolling up right now. I don't see anybody muted anytime lately. There's like no one muted in like the last minute, 2 minutes at least. What do you think about 3i Atlas? Just an interstellar object. All it is. Pop was discovered I was in grade school and everyone was saying it would kill me. Yeah, I know. Make sure I get the rest. But it is AI. That is correct. Samsung, when you take pictures of the moon, it is AI. Hey, lovely. Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate it. Cosmic Summit. I am not. Have I seen it? Not through my equipment yet. In South California. Nice. Welcome in. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania here. Welcome in, WC. They were asking if I've seen 3i. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Good evening to you. I've been putting in so many emojis. It ain't funny. I don't read emojis, dude. Hey, Javid. How you doing? Good evening to you. If you had to pick one spot on the moon to land in the future mission, purely for its geological over your interest, where would you choose? Near the South Pole. H-alpha filters for some view. I don't have H-alpha. What type of moon is this? What type of moon is this and why? What do you mean and why? I mean, you have a crescent moon, but I don't know what you mean by is this and why. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, absolutely, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with us, by the way. Glad to have you here. Study major in astronomy. You're very knowledgeable. I don't have a PhD. That's the question. I would be considered an amateur astronomer. Alien, why are you just spamming a bunch of emojis, dude? My goodness, buddy. Speak with your words. I don't read emojis of drums. But it gets some main shots. Yeah, absolutely. Old telescopes work wonderful. Like, old telescopes are so amazing on how well some of the optics are, to be honest. I honestly think so. And again, hey, by the way, welcome in, y'all. I know there's so many of you guys that are being so quiet. Feel free to ask questions and just hang out, chat, whatever it is. And hopefully you're definitely enjoying the view as well. It's all good, Richie. See if we can kind of pull this up in the center a little better. Right about there. I'm in an observatory, yeah. It's a personal one, though. Would it be visible in Europe? It's the moon. Georgia, BC, Canada. Dang, that's like the longest thing ever. Annalisa. Bahamas, Slocan Lake, Silverton, British Columbia, Canada. My goodness. Welcome in. Glad to have you, by the way. Unlike back on the moon, it does. Sometimes we see what's called Earth shine. Thanks, Gator, forever. Appreciate it, bud. How many times have you spotted an impact on the moon? Personally, I have not. Like, I personally have not captured one myself. You see the total lunar eclipse in March? Thinking to be on the west coast. No. You'll see it in most of North America. We'll see most of North America will capture it. Get a nice 8mm telescope or eyepiece and a 5 times brother. Oh dang! To capture them in lane size, it doesn't work. No, it don't work. Atmosphere even kicks your butt. How then do we have new moons? We capture it with gravity. De las lunas la más bella es la de octubre. Ay. Have you ever seen anything strange in the skies while observing? Not in the skies, just in my chat. To be honest, just things in my chat. Did you record the streams? They are. They're all saved here on YouTube. All raw. Hey, I'm glad that it does help. Honestly, I'm glad that it does help. Richie getting attacked by the bot because he's streaming a bunch of capital letters. And it's pretty bright. All I can say, being a law enforcement officer, I was pretty crazy and busy night. Really? Is it true though that you're probably really crazy and busy last night as well, or no? Thank you, Ma. I appreciate it. Come back from Vienna. It's cold in Chicago. Yeah, it was worth it. What's the temperature now in Chicago? You see some meters freaked out. Thinking they were UFOs. That's crazy. Annalisa, thank you so much. A technician, I'm always wondered how they broadcast live footage from Earth, from space to Earth, from the antennas to everyone on those times. So like, think about it. We had to have radios through radio wave. Under time, see, it will look like a shooting star, but it will stop. Oh my goodness. Yes, both nights. I got you. Trying to look up, yeah. Are you gonna stream the quadrantids peak? Maybe. We might do it. Yes, absolutely. Greetings from Monterrey, Mexico. De nada, way. De nada. We all now are witnessing the hit of a meteor. It'd be really hard to do, like on a full moon. Really hard to capture one impact on a full moon, unless it was something massive, but we would know usually that something massive's coming at the moon at that point. Gets crazier than normalized? Dang, dude. Why does the moon ring like a bell when it's hit? Because there's no moisture. Or I shouldn't say no moisture, but there's not a lot of moisture inside the crust, so you get revibrations going through it, or reverbs. Very similar, like if you hit one of those really big gongs, right? And you get that vibration going on, which is what that kind of references. And so like moonquakes, impacts, things that happen like that, they last forever and they just vibrate like crazy. Very true. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yeah, it's a really good view tonight for sure. The Earth and reflects sunlight back to the moon. Earth shining. The moon should be lit at all times. It somewhat is. It somewhat is lit at all times. Just sometimes you can't make out the Earth shine because it's too illuminated. You normally see it like when it's in its crescent phases. On November 30th, my wish is to find my best friend. His hair. Dang. Is there any valuable resource on the moon? Sure there is. Kitchen smells weird. I can't figure out where the smells come from. Uh-oh. Better check the mousetrap. Alright, sounds good, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Artemis 3, not Artemis 4. Artemis 3 will land on the moon. Yeah, there's quite a bit of things. Like even you want to go in other different directions, you can even get to like helium-3, double ionized helium on the moon. If you really want to go down the path of that. Let me move it over a little better. Buen días, aquí son las 4:30 hora Argentina que vea esta la luna. Gracias por este arreglo. Saludos. De nada, güey. Y muchas gracias a ti también. Desde aquí en Kansas City, Missouri, Unidos Estado. Everybody has become really quiet. There's 189 of y'all in here, 188 or so, and you guys are way too quiet right now. How does the sun illuminate the moon? It reflects sunlight. Where's the man on the moon? It's a lot easier to see it in perspective when I look up than it is when I look through a telescope. But like the eyes would be on the right side and the mouth would be on the mid left. It is mesmerizing. It's true. No, it's absolutely true. This is live stream, Dean. Yeah, welcome in. This is live from here in Kansas City, Missouri, where rocks don't reflect. You saying if you go outside and look at rocks, you can't see them? Is that what you're saying? Like rocks are now translucent, and you're like. I want to try this to make sure I get this right, though, Lindsay. When you go outside and you walk on rocks, you don't see them; they're translucent. Not like this. You, what? Oh man! Somebody walked into the side of their door when they woke up this morning. Oh my goodness. Which telescope do you recommend? It depends on what you want to do, Eddie, but honestly, maybe like a tabletop Dobsonian, to be honest. Never seen one flow white like the moon, no? Have you? I mean, yeah, I got a lot of rocks right here near the observatory that look white. I don't glow, yeah, I mean, they look white to me. I said that there isn't anything of value on the moon. But she's would beg to differ. That's so funny. Seen a piece of moon rock in the Natural History Museum in London. Oh, that's so cool. Can't sleep tonight, Lucy? Gotcha. Tracking scope price. Ooh, probably about 700, 600, 700. If you look for like a 4-inch Mint Cassegrain, it would be a good one to go for. Are you talking about the like brighter areas that you see on the moon, or no? Is that what you're trying to reference, Lindsay? I'm not too sure that I'm really getting what you mean. Are you talking about like the brighter locations on the moon? Maybe you need a VPN, but it's a great show. Never heard of it. I'd have to check it out though. If you send a satellite to the moon, can it just orbit the moon? You can. Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter already does that. And plus there's other orbiters around the moon, but Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter does. Have you ever seen transient crafts taking off or landing on the moon? I've never seen anything like that. Where's your telescope? What's the location? Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, maybe I'm just not understanding the question, Lindsay. Maybe I'm just not understanding. I know the whole moon, the brighter spots. Never seen a rock. Yeah, because it's a lot different. When we talk about the ability of these different things, there's different different minerals per se. It's not like one typical rock where you're made up of the common mineral here on Earth, but this is a rock that has a bunch of different minerals to it. That kind of makes sense. So, like, you're looking at the highlands or brighter areas. You look at the areas where the bosnic lava is located, and what you see there is some of the other type of rocks that come up, which would be like the anorthosites. These are going to be rocks that come up in the bosnic lava region. You see the brighter areas, which is the areas where debris is kind of like uncrusted because of impacts and stuff like that. But there's a bunch of different minerals that we're looking at here compared to what looking at just a regular rock would look like. Elliptical orbit. It has an elliptical orbit around Earth. What's a double moon theory that two moons could have formed during the same period? It glows because of the type of rock. Well, yeah, it's not that it glows, but how much light does it reflect? On average, the moon itself only reflects about roughly 12% of the sunlight. So each different thing, each different mineral, and different state that mineral is going to be in will reflect different light. And we see that, and that's very true even here. Like if you burn something in the microwave, right, you get a lot of radioactivity going to it. It don't reflect that much sunlight. It's similar to what we see here. When the solar winds come through, it's very radioactive. It starts to dim stuff down. What do most other planets have many moons, but we only have one? Do any have none? Yeah, two of them don't have any moons. So Venus and Mercury have none. Mars has 2. Jupiter has 97. Saturn has 274. Even get way out there, let's go to Pluto, which has 5 moons. Our atmosphere reflects a lot more. That's a moon being constructed? No. No evidence to it. Yep, Kansas City, Missouri. 3 Atlas, can't see it just yet. We have moon rocks, right? Well, there's a thing called moon rocks here on Earth, but they're not from the moon. But there's things called lunar meteorites, which are from the moon, but usually only have a couple of isotopics to it, right? Not as many minerals per se. I have one actually sitting here. Some of this moon rock, or the lunar meteorite that I have, is more reflective than other parts of it. There's no evidence of a hollow moon. Not at all. There's a lot of evidence that the moon is not hollow when we look at it scientifically, compared to it being hollow itself. Who has 97 moons? Jupiter does. Moon sending fiberglass proxymetry. And I think too, Lindsay, we have to make sure that you're not. It's not as illuminating; it's reflecting light. It's the difference in it. You're reflecting, not illuminating. Why the moon ring like an hour for a bell? Because revibration occurs whenever you don't have a baffle. That's what we see when it comes to the moon. But in that same thing, apparently you don't know what that actual concept was. Look into the scientific method of it. Ever had the rock that you have illuminated and look like the moon? I mean, it reflects different light percentages to me. Even if you look at it through, like, for example, a microscope, and you look at the different elements there, you're going to see different reflection from the light itself. Yeah, even if the moon was hollow, by the way, it'd just crush in on itself. Remember the test that NASA did on Mars? Had 3 tests looking at for life with sugar and radiation. I did not remember that one. Don't remember it. Being a vampire was like, he couldn't go outside, it's all moonlight. It's just not like, yeah, absolutely. Oh no, you're welcome, dude. Yeah, you're welcome. Red name moon evidence figure to be coming from the resonance equipment. Not the moon. No, it is because of the reverb itself. Like, we still see it. We see it through moonquakes, impacts from like meteors and stuff like that. It was an off statement. Like, using the statement ring like a bell was a horrible statement to make on it. Why are craters so shallow? They're really not. 7 miles deep is not shallow by any means. Lovely, thank you so much for the happy poop. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Lovely. Thank you for the gift, by the way. But does it ever glow like the moon? It's not glowing. It's not glowing. Like, if we zoom into those locations, you'll realize it's not glowing. They just appear bright because we're looking at the entire part of the moon. There's a lot of areas that are much darker than these areas that we see brighter, and we're kind of like in the mid-range of what we're looking at. But when we zoom into these locations, they don't appear to be glowing at all. How wide is 8 mile deep crater? So 7 mile deep. That'd be Atkin Basin, about 1,600 miles roughly. 2 to 3 tests to take life evidence, but NASA later downplay. I got no clue. Like, when you talk about life itself, you need to bring something back here for study. But that's a biology question, though. At the end of the day, I'm not an astrobiologist. A meteorite I looked up what the meteorite looks like. There are 3 types of mine. We're like one of them. Looks like a rock with holes drilled into. Oh, that's crazy cool. Yeah, where it kind of burns up as it comes through. Has any sense of it's wild that a chunk of rock can have measurable reverb? I mean, we do it here, even on Earth. Makes sense, just funny to think about it. Yeah, no, I definitely get it. The only difference is, like, for example, when we look at the earthquakes in, like, for example, like in Mexico, where there's a lot more sand, right? Like, the earthquakes there are really different compared to the earthquakes that we see, like, in California, which is really different than the earthquakes that we see here, like, in northeast part of, like, Arkansas. Everything just really makes up a difference based on that what you have under you. Here, obviously, we have a lot of moisture inside of our crust, where we don't see that much moisture on the moon itself. For pad rings, would they have a tidal effect on us, like the moon does? Not the ring itself, because it'd be too widely spread, so it'd be an equal amount for the most part. Like, you'll have areas that will kind of clump up together, like what we see with Saturn and its rings, right? So we see a lot of moonlets inside the rings around Saturn. So you get those areas that have a little bit of effect, but it's not like a massive effect like what you'd see with our moon. Hi, Lena. How you doing? What's the core of the moon like? It's iron. It's small though. A small iron ball. Have layers to it, like just 3 layers. Got the crust, the metal, and the iron ball. And there may be a little bit of lava left near the iron core, but we don't really know though. To shape objects crushing the surface. Never have. Those are fake videos. Those are fake videos. Hi, thanks, Roosevelt. Appreciate it. Glad to have you in, by the way. That's not true. I don't think you understand. Justice, I don't think you understand what that actually meant by warm light and cold light. Cold light meaning blue light, and then the warm light meaning the more the reddish yellowish light that we get from the sun itself. I don't think you understood the thought there. And then people try to use thermometers thinking that's always the case. But cold light, warm light is the color, or the, what do you want to call it? Basically the color reference of the light itself. So, this, okay, got that one. Oklahoma, Northwest Oklahoma, found it out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, that's so cool. Dude, that's really cool, James. You can have it tested. You definitely have it tested. Love the moon. Yeah, the moon's amazing. And again, this is the supermoon. It's not just a full moon, but tonight we have a supermoon. Yep, when you talk about the light spectrum, correct. Enjoy this much. Gotta get some rest. I hear you, brother. Have a good night, Kevin. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Do appreciate you. It was so bright. It is crazy, crazy bright. Like cold tones versus warm tones. Yeah, similar to that. Yep, very similar. What's my favorite astronomical picture? Honestly, I mean, the blue dot was cool, but honestly, I would have to probably go back to the pillar creations from Hubble. Is moon dust harmful? It is. It's very sharp. Very, very sharp. Very sharp and very radioactive. Oh, the desert was so bright because of the moon. You can see every rock. That's crazy cool. What's the coolest, weirdest thing that you've seen for your telescope? Nothing weird. The coolest thing, definitely Jupiter. Like, I love looking at Jupiter. Jupiter is so amazing. Are there other systems that experience a full eclipse with the sun and moon similar to our planet? Or is ours unique in that aspect? So, the answer would be yes. There would be, but the problem comes back to, you think of planets like for example Jupiter, you think of Saturn, you wouldn't be able to stand on the surface of gas, right? You just continue to go in, be crushed up, everything else that happens. So yes, but you'd have to be in those positions. The way we know that is because you can see the shadows that align to Jupiter itself from the moons. Would like to have it tested to be sure. Oh yeah, definitely do that. I think it'd be a good idea. Can you tell if it's like mostly iron or not? Iron's a really, really common mineral that we see with most of them. What makes it a supermoon is very small here in Ireland. Just as bright as any other, right? So no, it usually looks about 30% larger and roughly about 30% brighter and about 14% larger. A supermoon itself means that it's in its closest approach to Earth as it goes through the elliptical orbit, and it's at a full moon or a new moon, because you can have a super new moon as well. But in the case of a super full moon, then you call it Perigesis Cygni. Okay, shield or field shield. Awesome, yeah. Moderators are so attentive and eager to read and answer the question. Really have a great thing. I appreciate that, dude. I tried to. I definitely tried to get to most of the comments. Obviously, there's some people that just get kind of crazy, like up here. There's some dumb people who believe Neil Armstrong went on the moon. So this guy here wants to claim that if you're dumb, or that if you believe in someone landing on the moon, he claims you're dumb, by the way. But he's obviously the human equivalent to a participation trophy. It was so bright that I saw my shadow tonight. Yep, it is really bright. Hey Google, how you doing, Allie? Makes the moon look close to the ground. What makes the moon look close to the ground? What do you mean? What makes the moon look close to the ground? Not too sure I'm following what you mean there. I believe no one has landed on the moon. You don't understand technology at all. Yep, that's true. Do you believe there's extraterrestrials on the moon? No, not at all. Jupiter be at opposition in January. Absolutely. Bruce Almighty again. Ah, yeah, it's a decent movie. Part where he pulls the moon closer. Yeah, lassos. Does tidal lock mean the face we see of the Earth is denser? It's less dense on this side. It actually is very dense on the far side, but less dense on the side that faces us, the near side. So many people getting muted right now. The moon definitely not plasma projection. We can see that because you can look into impact craters that you can see even on the edges right now and see the shadows. If it's plasma, it wouldn't have shadows. Like that's kind of like one of the dumbest things I've actually ever heard. What if I found the strange was about 7 months ago? The moon was near the horizon, absolutely massive. Yeah, when it's near the atmosphere, or when it's near the horizon, it always looks so dang big. Always looks so dang big. Does the moon rotate? It does. It makes one rotation as it orbits around Earth, about 27.3 days. Is what you're referring to. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Elizabeth. Good evening. How are you? Or the other, and whether we land. And at the end of the day, it don't matter. At the end of the day, like whether you believe we landed on the moon or not, it don't matter at the end of the day. Like, it doesn't matter. What's the difference between rotate and spin? I don't know. Talk about the moon being a supermoon. Bruce Almighty is what comes to your mind. I got you. Never extraterrestrial on the moon. Not that we've ever seen any evidence of. It was a huge like. Who cares? At the end of the day, what's it matter here? Is my point. Like the only thing that you're doing is trying to stand out as being something different. Like it don't matter here. I don't care if you believe we land on the moon or not. It has this context here has nothing to do with whether we land on the moon or not. Hey cats, how you doing? Good evening. Turner, they're never the same document. I would assume. I mean, like if I would think that I was going on something that could risk my life, like my mindset would definitely be different. Tortoise. That's so funny. I'm doing well. I am doing well. Is that real? It is, yeah. That's a live view of the moon. See if we can pull it down a little better in the view. A little bit more. Try right there. No, I missed some comments here. Why think we never see the backside of the moon from Earth's perspective? Well, the reason we don't see the backside of the moon because it does rotate on its axis as it orbits around Earth. Massive crater, yeah, it is. Tycho, beautiful Tycho impact crater. I understand who we were competing with to go to the moon. If anyone had any reason to, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Do we have mirror reflectors on the moon? We do. Retroreflector mirrors. There's three from the USA and 2 from USSR, so there's 5 in total. Tycho crater cache was redundant. No, you're good. You're good. Spaceship moon. Dang. Dang, dude. Time we from last project, so I can buy a telescope. Bro, I hope you get one soon. Can we send satellites back there? We do. We already do. Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter goes around, takes high definition photographs right now. Looks kind of small. Where are all the aliens? Never seen any. Cats, they say they lost the technology forecast. You know what that even means, Billy? That they lost the technology? Meaning the factories have moved on. They don't make the equipment that they used to make. Nowadays, we make modern stuff. Nowadays, you make modern stuff, so it's a good thing you lose the technology. You don't want that old technology. But most of the factories move on to make different things rather than the like O-ring gaskets for some silly part that you'd only use on the Saturn V's. Poor guess because of the fire. Oh, yeah. Heard what side you land on? Or didn't it? We all agree. Send dogs and monkeys space expecting full. Would die as sad and hurts my heart. Are we the moon's ETs? Yeah, we are. Oxygen 100%. What do you mean oxygen 100%? They don't hide under the craters? Who's they? Like, we never seen anything when it comes to life form on the moon. There's tardigrades on the moon, but those were sent up there. There's Shoemaker, scientist Shoemaker on the moon in the form of ashes. Can you see the Milky Way with your telescope? You wouldn't want it with the telescope. You see objects in the Milky Way, obviously, the telescope, but the Milky Way itself is something you want really wide field of view, not something that you got zoomed in on. Fire broke out. The training team would go. Yeah. I got what you're saying. We have more tech on our phones than it took to go to the moon. Phones are definitely very modern. Very, very modern for sure. Oh, Streamlabs got you, by the way. You put a dot and a word right after, so the Streamlabs thought it was a link that you're trying to send. Other planet that have or has any life on it other than Earth is Mars? Maybe. It's very possible. Like, it's still not confirmed yet, right? So it's very possible, though. It's old technology, yeah, correct. That's old technology, so you wouldn't continue to make that technology. Hence, we lost that technology. You wouldn't want that technology. It is a moon, Marcus, yeah. Hi, Moon, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Labs doesn't get iron. It blocks for naughty words, yeah. It does. It thinks sometimes like people will forget to put a space after a period. And so it thinks at that point like that it's a link or something, so it starts blocking it. I don't even know if it's really necessary at the end of the day. I don't know. Let me see. It may not even be necessary. I've never seen an actual person try to send a link in. Maybe it's just being way too aggressive. You take it out for a bit. See if that helps us. What's your take on 3A Atlas? I mean, an interstellar object, most likely a comet. The moon does look like a white mountain. It kind of does. I guess when you have a guy 86, like why would you use this piece of wood? Bright circles points where asteroids impacted. That is correct. The brighter ones are the younger ones. More under the surface of moons and Mars to see if there are any little organisms behind. Would be cool if they found something other than a fossil. That's true. Let's see, once or twice. You usually get them quickly if they do. You see Rhea, a moon of Saturn, through your telescope? We can. Yeah, absolutely. He said, I will never leave you. I'm finished, but he was complimenting you. Yeah, no, I know. Have a great Skywatch. Yep. Get a Skywatch telescope. Sai, so sorry for you. He created sense. What do you mean, so sorry for me? He created, like, I don't even know what you're talking about, to be honest. What's a white dot that's about 200 degrees? Tycho impact crater. Well, wait, you're saying 200 degrees. Yeah. Like 260-ish, roughly. 240, 250, maybe. Tycho impact crater. Have you ever seen where they put a map on Earth over the moon? Interesting. No, it's way off. I've definitely seen it. It's way off. Imagine being the first human to view the moon through a telescope. What a trip that would have been. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Try to get ChatGPT to generate HD original images of galaxies. Absolutely could not create without... Oh, I got you. Yeah. Makes sense. Not sure it's flying Earth. None that we know of. She needs a friend. She has a friend. It's called Earth. She has a friend. Definitely called Earth. She definitely has a beautiful friend. What about Jupiter through your telescope? It comes in really nice. Like, Jupiter is really beautiful. It's just not high enough yet, though, to be able to be observed. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Let's check it real quick. Let's check it. Check it. Wee! Let's see if we can see Jupiter real quick. Get a little bit more brightness here. On our way to Jupiter. Bring in some more brightness. Oh yeah, there she is. Y'all see it? Jupiter and the 4 Galilean moons there. See if we can zoom in a little bit too. Zoom in quite a bit more. Something like that, maybe? Y'all see the Galilean moons there? How cool is that? Let me move it up a little bit further. Check that out. Oh, no way. Ganymede would be 2 moons to the right of Jupiter right here. Oh, it's crazy beautiful though. Let's see if we can see the bands. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, we can definitely see some bending. Can y'all see the bands? Looks a lot better if you have trying to see if I can see the great red spot or not. Don't think I see the great red spot. Why are we so bright? That's the real question. What is bright right now? Oh, I know. Our back level. That's why it's so bright. Dang. Our back level is super, super bright. Definitely see some bending there. We got some moons. Whoa, going a little too fast. Ganymede's going to be the middle moon there for sure. I can make out Ganymede. Ganymede's the largest moon in our solar system. It appears to be the middle one. Kind of looks like it anyways. Let me stack it real quick. Let's see if I can stack it here. Heck, I don't even need the box to be honest. It looks like it's going to stack anyways. Yeah, I don't see the great red spot right now. It tastes like hydrogen mostly. And fix, there we go. That looks a little better. It's going to be pixelated. The more we zoom in right now, the more pixelated it gets because we don't have Barlow's in. We're wide field to be able to view the moon itself. But dang, look at that. What a cool view of Jupiter right now. Io, Jupiter, Europa, Ganymede, and then Callisto. Ah, that's so cool. Dang, she's beautiful. So this is what it looks like stacked. This is what it looks like raw. So you got stacked and raw. Stacking is just taking a bunch of images and stacking them on top of each other. Right now it's like 700 images, giving us this really beautiful view. Isn't that awesome? All right, let's see here. Let's get back to the moon. Let's go back to the moon. Actually, you know what? Before I go to the moon, I want to do one more thing. Since we're on this side of the sky still, before we swing to the other side, let's go over here real quick. I'll zoom back out on the camera all the way. all the way. Oh, thank you, Annalisa. I appreciate it. Neptune's pretty cool. Neptune's a really beautiful color. Let me zoom out here real quick. Let me grab a little bit more light to see what we're looking at. Oh yeah, okay. We're in a good area. Y'all see that right there? Check that out. Anybody have an idea what we're seeing right here? Let me move it over just a bit more in the scope. Anybody know what we're looking at right here? Beautiful Orion. Y'all want to see how crazy beautiful Orion actually is? Let me pull out some of the brightness here real quick. And let me take like a, I don't know, what do y'all say? 15 or 30 second photo. 15 or 30. Y'all make up your mind real quick. First one to come through, we're going for it. 15 or 30 seconds. $30 seconds? Alright. Let's try it. Let's try it. It's going to complain that we're still in 8-bit mode instead of 16. Let me swap as 16 real quick. That'd make more sense to be in 16-bit anyways. Alright, we got 30 seconds and we'll get that first one to come through. That's going to be crazy cool. Wait until y'all see this. This will be insane. This one does Great Orion Nebula like really beautifully. Like I think the 8SC does one of the best jobs. Good night, Chance. You going to bed, brother? Have a good night, man. Have a good night, bro. Talk to you tomorrow, man. Alright, here she comes. The Great Orion. Adjust the white balance, bring out some of that coloring. Check that out. It's like Stellar Nursery. Look at that. This is where new stars are actually being formed at right now. That's a telescope view. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, this is a nebula here. The Great Orion Nebula. Ain't she just gorgeous? Oop, a little bit of movement on the telescope that time. Looks like a skeleton. You see a skeleton in it? I don't know. I don't see much of a skeleton. Let me speed the camera back up real quick. Bring in some more of the light again. I don't need to save photos. You can see the Great Orion Nebula right there. The Stellar Nursery. That's going to be Orionus A, B, C, and D right there. Or the trapezium of Orion. Love the Great Orion. I know, it's so gorgeous. It does look like an angel. I would agree with that. So beautiful. So dang beautiful. Alright, let me turn this back to 8-bit. And let's get back to the moon real quick. I'll swing across the sky and find a moon. We got this for another night. But we don't have the Beaver Supermoon every night. The Beaver Supermoon definitely should have our attention, huh? 3, 2, 1, and we on our way. We are space traveling, that is true. It's your favorite, you think? Orion? Yeah. I think it's really gorgeous. Super beautiful. This telescope, dude, you can get this one on Amazon. This is the C8 from Celestron. You can pick it up from Amazon for like $1,600. It's not a bad telescope at all. It's a really beautiful telescope. Now the camera gets a little bit more expensive. The focal reducer gets expensive. Things do get a little bit more expensive. Oh crud, I forgot to turn down our brightness. Holy moly, flashbang, y'all. I am so sorry about that. Whoa. That was about to be a flashbang scenario. Let me start pulling the moon in real quick though. See which way we need to go. Oh, there's a star right there, right next to the moon. Y'all see that little tiny dot? I don't know if you guys can see it, right in about the middle now. Alright, let me start pulling out some light. Get a little closer, pull out some more light. A little bit closer. I see a moon. Now it's upside down. Because we are on the opposite side of the sky now. Let's flip the camera a little bit here. See which way we need to go. New. New. No. Oh, there we go. That's not bad. I've got to figure out the functions for moving the scope properly. There we go. Now we're back at it. Hey, you're welcome. By far, you're welcome. Why is the moon so bright tonight? It's a supermoon tonight. It's really close to us in approach. Definitely not helping my insomnia. That happens. That definitely happens. That definitely happens. There are meteors tonight as well. That's correct. The meteor impact craters are just gorgeous on the moon. They really are. They really are. You pull out a little bit of the brightness there. There we go. Moon has seen a lot of islands. Looks like so many impacts, yeah. Most of what we see here is from the Great Bombardment period. Most of it comes from the Great Bombardment period when we talk about the moon itself. All right, let me pull everything back up again. There we go. I'll zoom in a little bit on the moon. Y'all want to do that? Zoom in over here, maybe. Just take a little close-up look for just a bit. There's Nibiru, a real planet. It's not been discovered. No one's discovered a planet called Nibiru. Let me change the speed of the scope. There we go. And then let's see if we can focus a little bit too. Try to get a little better focus here. Maybe about the best we can get, almost. Not too bad though. Get rid of this black box. There we go. See if I can get rid of all my controls out of your guys' way too, so it's not blocking us. Some of the beautiful impact craters here on the moon. You can see the Terminator line starting to come across, or come around. We start to make out some more of the definition of the impact craters. Perspective real quick. This impact crater here, Tycho, this is 53 miles wide right there. That impact crater, roughly 53 miles wide. Why does it do that? This is called atmosphere that we're seeing. Atmosphere giving us a little bit of turbulence. Wonder what the moon does feel like. Sharp like glass. Copernicus crater here. Hey Vincenzo, how's it going, buddy? How's your night? Why are the impact craters shallow? It's just distance. Your distance that you're viewing it makes it look shallow, but these are deep. Deepest known crater, 7 miles deep, Atkin Basin. Oh, the ejecta. You're seeing the ejecta. That's debris that was blown outwards during impacts. Look like the moon craters. Dang. Let's zoom back out real quick. Get a better view here. My black square because it's so annoying not seeing it. Get our full frame back up. Bright fleck spots of younger impact craters. Yeah, ejecta's kind of like the moon thrown up, yeah. Essentially. I mean, it's one way to say it, I guess. Not exactly it, but I mean, we can go with that. There we go. Our beautiful moon. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate that, brother. Do appreciate that. And if y'all don't mind, double tap on the moon real quick if you want to send a like to the live. Obviously, don't cost you anything, but it shows a little bit of support for what we do. I'd appreciate it. What's a bright crater up, hanging out on the dark up top name? Risticus. Crater Risticus. What are the bright spots? Younger impact craters. You think the moon is an old Earth? What do you mean, do you think the moon is an old Earth? I mean, there's only one Earth. I'm not sure what you mean. Zoom. We just did a little bit of zooming. Right now we're kind of just taking it in. It's a supermoon. Sometimes just seeing the whole moon on its own is just gorgeous. On bottom left, that's a Tycho impact crater. That was an impactor. I think it was like 6 kilometers wide, the impactor that hit it, if I can remember right. But it's roughly 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep. Do you think the moon broke off from Earth from a long time ago? During an impact, yeah. Love the moon. The moon's awesome. It's really cool. It's really beautiful. Hey, have a good night, Francis. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. What's the largest crater that you can see? Ooh. The largest one that you can see is probably going to be, like, if you look on the top side, where it's filled in now with Bosnic lava. That's a really big impact in itself. There's a lot of large impacts here. What if it was Earth before? I mean, it'd be part of Earth and part of Theia. Do you believe in aliens? I think aliens may exist out there. Dang, same age as Jenny. Dang. There's no lights on the moon. No. Does the moon have water? We do see ice water on the moon, and we also see water inside some of the silica on the moon. We see as reflected light the brighter areas. That is correct, Billy. That is correct. Hey, what up, Elwood? How's your night? Good evening, bud. Those are not lights. We can zoom in and see they're not lights. What telescope are you using? Are you controlling them from a computer? Both, yes. So a 8-inch Smith cache screen or the C8? I'll be at the computer on those 20 degrees. Right, 100%. So this is the C8 telescope. I do control from the mount itself. I control from the telescope. Ah, you fixed your telescope, dude. That's awesome. Why are they bright if they're not lights? It's just how my camera's picking them up right now. They're younger impact craters. They have a higher reflectivity rate than the remaining part of the moon. Just talking, calling it pizza. Sit on a mountain and get the data at home. No, this is actually here in my observatory. Question again another time was fun. Oh, what was your question? I missed it. I'm so sorry. I missed your question. Missed the name of the telescope. I heard something 8. Oh, C8. The SE8 at the end of the day. Let me see if I can type it in here real quick. There you go. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Can I say for a second, Ela would be so cool. Which is why humans haven't been on the moon. Which is why humans... No, we've been on the moon. We've been on the moon with 12 people, 6 different times. Thing on the bottom of the moon, circle thing on the bottom of the moon, impact craters. No, I wouldn't need it if it was made out. Jeez. JM, thank you so much for the love and support. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely no caps. So, like, crazy aggressive. Like, there's no need for caps. Unless you're, like, blind or something, I guess. But even then, like, why do you want to read what you just wrote? There's no light. It's not lights on the moon. It's just younger impact craters that are being more highlighted through our view. This road is. It's a live view. What do you think about the 2029 SpaceX trip to Mars? That'd be kind of cool. I mean, don't matter either way. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you so much again. Getting the moon seems like such a simple task, eh? We have discovered so much going to the moon. Seems like such a... Yeah, that's kind of the point, though. We've discovered so much going to the moon. Like, what more can you discover at the end of the day? Now we use robotic stuff. How big is a Starlink satellite from your telescope? They're really small, just little dots. Planetarium level telescopes. What do you mean by planetarium level telescopes? Are there still volcano cones on the moon? Not cones. We see like lava tubes, but not like cones. How many impact craters on the moon? Well over 100,000. Did you see the comment if it's still visible? Which one? Government blockage protocol. No one really cares about the government when it comes to astronomy. Do you ever watch stars or not as entertaining? Honestly, stars are not that entertaining. Stars are just little dots of light. There's a few stars that are fun. For example, Fomalhaut, Vega. Binary stars are pretty decent. Sirius, stuff like that. They're pretty cool to see, but for the most part, when you look at stars, they're just dots. They're kind of boring. Oh, Swan. T2025 Swan. I haven't seen it in a minute yet. We did a members only live stream. It's like a week or two ago. Last time I did Swan. Orange stars are alright, I guess, if you wanted it. Like, it's not one I looked at. I don't know nothing about looking at it. I would say one of my favorites for sure is to go to Fomalhaut. Any thoughts on the latest mass coronal ejection? You think it'll affect us real bad? No, not this one. It was too close to its side. Like, we're going to get some of the energy from it, but not. I don't think we're going to see anything like super wild come from it. And even if it does, it sucks we have this bright moon right now. Globular clusters are a lot of fun. I definitely like globular clusters. Like Star Wars. Nah, Star Trek more than Star Wars. I prefer Star Trek over Star Wars. It's flat, right? What's flat? What? Like, what do you... Like what? What's flat? What do you call flat? Like you're looking at a round object that's easily identifiable that's round. I don't know if you're just like plainly just being a troll or truly a mess. Our flash repeating pattern. Can we deduce the fuel by looking at this pattern? I don't know, Billy. That's an interesting thought, though. I like Star Wars more, but both legendary shows, yeah. How can you see things you can't explain? Honestly, never. Honestly, never. So it's not flat. What are you referencing? Is the moon flat? Like, you can look at it. Can you not look at it and make your own determination if you think it looks flat? Look at the edges of it. So Houston tonight looks so close. Oakland, California, straight up from here at 11:20. Yes, Dan. It is massive tonight. Star Trek is way better. I'm blessed because I used to watch it with my grandpa, but still. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Star Wars guy, but I love Star Trek too, yeah. Star Trek, I think Star Trek is definitely better than Star Wars myself. Looks frat from there. Well, you look kind of stupid from here, so I don't know what to say. Found Java on the Orion XT8. It was yeah, you definitely want to take photos. Oh, yes, the Masa Karka, but see? You can see the curvatures of the crater. Yeah, I mean, it's so easy to see in here. I plan a mission to send people to live on the moon next year. Not next year. That's going to be Artemis 3 when they land on the moon. Oh, I know they trolled. Ain't no way someone said flatten right. They did. You're a Trekkie. Fun fact, my cousin wrote, oh, Picard's song with the flute. That's so cool. Can you name the full moons of the year? Or up to now in order? Not in order on all of them, no. There's so many of them. There's 13. Obviously, if I could even think, like, the beginning of the year ones kind of messed me up. Whether you go from, like, the cold moon, the snow moon, pink moon, rose moon, or sorry, the flower moon's one of them. Then you get into stuff like the buck moon, the harvest moon, the corn moon. There's just too many of them to keep up. And not to even mention, when you start talking about some of those, there's extra names for each one of those that sometimes we use differently. Can you land on the moon? Well, of course you could. Why wouldn't you? It's a rock. Comet Swan, it's off-gassing to the perihelion. During Swan itself, I cannot remember. I don't remember seeing a loss of its tail. Not with Swan. I don't remember seeing a loss of its tail, Swan. Hey, looked at the second moon. Yeah, I have not. They're still there. I am still here. A high school who first and middle name was Luke Skywalker. Oh, that's crazy. That's super crazy. A bumper sticker that says "Moon Me." Nice. That's funny. Favorite Christmas movie? Christmas Story, definitely. I think Christmas Story is just funny as crap. You're gonna shoot your eye out, Robbie. Or kid, I guess. You ever seen the eclipse? No, I've never seen one. What's it look like? Home Alone was pretty good. Top 3 celestial bodies: Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, when it comes to our planetary views. Moving out, then sun rim around it. If it moving out, then will the sun rim around it? Well, I must have missed something there. Oh, he's really nice. It was in your theater class. That's so cool. Elf and the Christmas Story. Elf was good. Christmas Story by far. Like, I think there's just too much there. Definitely Christmas Story. Maybe even one of the National Lampoon's, The Christmas Vacation, was decent too. That's quasimoons. That's great. We got a lot of quasimoons around us right now. Hands per mile square. What's your point, Miston? I don't even know what you're, like, going down some weird ass rabbit hole. Like, you just say you're a flat earther. Like, just make it easily known. Just say, I'm a flat earther. Okay, who cares? At the end of the day, no one cares. Puedes un poco más de cara. Yeah, me too. Do you take your scope inside after you're done? No, I'm in an observatory. We just shut down the observatory. Except for the first time, does anyone know when NASA is planning on landing on the moon? I think it was scheduled originally for 2029, if I remember right. Oh no, you can look up Artemis 3 though, and try to keep tabs on it. Nothing Babel, I know, right? Like, it just confused me. Like, if a person wants to say they're a flat earther, just say you're a flat earther. Like, otherwise, if I want to hear from an idiot, like, I would just listen to, like, a frog outside talking to itself. Like, I don't know what else to do. Christmas Vacation was hilarious. I do agree. Definitely is. Thanks, Mr. Rockstar. I appreciate you as well. We going to the moon. Whole rant from National Lampoon's Vacation memorized by heart, and all he said it reminded him of what it was like to say his bosses. Fisher, I get you. Do objects still hit the moon? They do. It gets hit quite often. It does get hit quite often. What's happening on the dark side? It's a song you have to listen to. It's from Pink Floyd. Do you get to see objects hit at all? I personally have not. I personally have not. People still believe that. Still believe what? If I could, I'd be hitting the like. Remember when YouTube had a 0 to 5 star rating system? We get 5 stars. I appreciate it, cats. That's awesome. I appreciate that. And make Christmas shorts. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Second. Ooh, ordering Grinch. Nice. And channel on. I love it. Do you do different objects on different days? We do. Like, the moon does appear to be one that we tend to do quite frequently, but a lot of times we're looking at stuff like Saturn, for example, or Jupiter and stuff like that. Hi, Ben. Good evening to you. There's plenty of freak show streams out there for flat earther. Yeah, I agree. And got the movie and elaborate and Christmas story. That's crazy. That's crazy cool. Calling lang mga hambaling Tagalog. Ay. Ginny, I think he said you're his let me remember how this is actually said. You're his Mahako. Said, Ginny, Mahako. Have you ever looked at the northern lights to see what they are like behind the human eye? What do you mean behind the, like looking at it through like a telescope? What do you mean behind the human eye? I'm not too sure I understand the reference. Where are we broadcasting from? Kansas City, Missouri. What's the most common question you get about the moon? If it rotates. It's kind of a weird question. Does the moon rotate? That's kind of a common one. Jeremy. Jeremy says that's a fact, except your facts are pretty shitty, dude. And you're also kind of like the proof the universe does have a sense of humor, at least. Saw the Australian Pink Floyd when I lived in Vegas. Phenomenal show. That's super cool. The moon is tightly locked. Doesn't spin. It rotates. It rotates on its axis. Recommend watching A Christmas Carol. Yeah, I think I've seen Christmas Carol if I remember right. I think I have seen it before. This is highly locked, Miston. Miston, like, you're hurting my brain at this point, man. You're really hurting my brain, bro. Really hurting my brain. But I say you didn't go. I don't think you watched the movie, or the actual movie. I don't think you watched the whole interview. I think you're an idiot and didn't even watch the whole interview. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe go watch the actual interview. It is funny. Buzz Duff Love Troll. No, he just didn't watch the whole interview. Has no clue what he's talking about. He's just spewing stuff. At the end of the day, dude, you're like a cult follower. If moon is Earth, why is moon not green? Well, it's not Earth. It's called moon. It just doesn't look like it does. Yep, that's great. It takes a long time to rotate around its axis. Oh yeah, he gets kind of aggressive on it. Down 3, Vegas, yes, spot on, Ben. Oh no, hey, that's so cool. Does Australia see the moon differently than we do? They do. They see it upside down. Well, like the other common things you can see with the human eyes, have you ever been curious about what they look like through a telescope? Honestly, you wouldn't see the northern lights very well in a telescope because the amount of brightness that you need at that point, it just wouldn't work that well. But you just see the same thing you're basically seeing with your eye when it comes to the northern lights. You just wouldn't see much because you lose a lot of aperture or brightness. Is BC, even though my phone has a US number, I cannot make it out. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it, Lisa. It's all good. You're being serious? Yeah, they see it upside down from what we see it here in the northern hemisphere. Like they're looking to the north where we look to the south. So they see it upside down, essentially. Oh, you're good, Alex. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you just don't want to look at it through like a telescope. It'd just be, you'd lose a lot of light when it comes to like northern lights. You'd be better off just throwing like a fast lens on your camera. Let's move the telescope just a bit here. What is this? The Heaven of Rain. So this is a telescope. This is an 8-inch Smith Cassegrain telescope. I say we didn't go to Titan. Oh, my favorite mission, yeah. I don't even know why it matters. Like, why do people go into a live that they don't even agree on, but yet they hang out and want to have a conversation? Like, it don't make any sense at all. Why does the moon make animals act so weird? Most of them use the light from the moon itself for like different reasonings. The extra illumination kind of causes confusion for some animals as well. I'm just kind of like looking at the moon right now, just thinking, man, it's a gorgeous moon. We have a truly beautiful moon. Yo, Alex, thanks for joining as a member, bud. Hey, and if you got Discord, jump in with us, by the way. For the clearest, guys, no. I moved here when I was younger. When Eve was clear, I'm assuming that the rock of the moon can experience explosion. What does that mean? When it's clear. I'm assuming that the rock of the moon can experience explosions. What do you mean by experience explosions? What exactly mean by experience explosions? Alex, dude, thank you so much, bud. I don't have to remember when adults tried to convince us the moon was made of cheese. You know, I never learned that in school, to be honest. A lot of deer out tonight. Here. Oh, that's crazy, dude. Got a lot of deer out tonight. Attention, they get it. Just annoying, brother. Yeah, no, I get it, man. The problem is, like, you mute them, then everybody complains that you're muting people. It's like some people get offended that you mute stupidity, and then they wonder why people are stupid. What's on the dark side? It's a song. There's no dark side of the moon. At all times, the moon is 50% eliminated. Even the far side gets eliminated as well. But a lot more impact craters. Thanks, Jody. I appreciate it. Absolutely. 100%. I do appreciate you so much. The moon is much more relevant than going to Mars. Not really. We've studied the moon like so much. You'd be surprised how much we know about the moon. So going to the moon really is not relevant. Getting to Mars is something new for mankind. But obviously you need the moon for lift. That way you don't use much fuel to get to Mars. Volcanic eruptions. No, not a volcanic eruptions. I guess there comes combustible on the moon's surface. Nothing combustible. We see a little bit of release of what's called the exosphere, which comes out of some of the different gases that get built up inside the crust of the moon. Can you zoom in at all? We can at times. Notice that the Titan seems to be ejecting water geysers. Yeah, there's a lot of different things like that when it comes to a lot of moons. A lot of different things do occur. Can we grab some and look in back here? So I don't have a good way to look at Titan Titan is really small in our perspective. You got to send a probe out that way to see it. Like 12.5. This is an 8-inch Smith Cassegrain. It's an 8-inch telescope. Moon is really pretty. It truly is. 3-day trip for humans to get to the moon. Yep, that's about right. Unless you want to fly by it, then you can get there in 12 hours. So you can definitely get there very fast, but if you want to get there in 12 hours, you're going to fly by it. Don't try to land. Obviously, it'd be all bad. Why wouldn't the moon be more useful? Why? I mean, if you're just mining for like material, that'd be expensive, like really expensive. It'd almost be like worthless to go to moon on the mine, unless there's something you really want to get. For example, like H3, right? Or sorry, O3. If you want to go for like double ionized oxygen, then that would make sense in a way, but it would be very expensive. No massive female. Ah, dang it, Lisa. That sucks. I mean, catch the water with like a grabber and then bring a sample back here. Oh, yeah. Like easily you could. But the thing is, like, we can look at it also just from this distance. You can get it kind of perspective just even from this distance. When it just comes to water, water's not that big of a deal. You can use like green LiDAR to look into water, similar to what they do here to map out the ocean floors. That's about 238,000 miles on average. 238,900 miles away is the average. Right now it's like 224,000 miles away. Jam, I answered you. It's a telescope, C8, man. C8 telescope. I've said it like 3 or 4 times. No deceptions are on the dark side of the moon. Okay, cool story. Oh, no lens. I'm not using a lens on it. It's just a dedicated camera. Why would we want to go to Mars and come back? Meaning bringing stuff back, I'm curious. So there's things on Mars, for example, we see life, right? Like we see evidence of ancient life being singular type stuff. So bringing that back for verification is important. There's not much else that you really need to bring back except for rocks. Like rocks give you a really good clue, which we brought back a bunch of rocks from the moon, which gave us really good clues of what the moon's about, right? Like you can see different things, how much magnetization did you have, so you can start to detect how strong was its magnetic field and so on. And by getting rocks back from Mars would be really important, but also getting samples back from Mars is really important. And way more patient. That is true. This is true. If you people want to go to the moon, try astroplane. Okay. Don't know what the heck astroplane is, but okay. But the moon planets a lot, like astronomical anomalies happening. Multiple moons, planets being closer. Oh, dang. Do y'all believe like in aliens? It's very probable. Just by sheer numbers. Heard you. Oh, added the 8S80 here. Oh no, did you really, James? Dude, it's a good telescope, man. Like, this is a beautiful telescope. And so I'm using a dedicated camera, though. A dedicated astronomy camera hooked up to the back. It's basically like having your cell phone, but it's one that connects to the computer itself. Yeah, my bad. I thought you just kept asking about something else. Oh, man, here we go. We can't live this enclosed system. I think you meant leave, first of all. How we go to Mars? Well, first of all, what we do is we don't let people like you in charge of anything. Well, honestly, we don't let you in charge of anything. That's why your mom still probably puts your shoes on for you and picks out your clothes. And then we do things as adults. Intelligent adults, we do that kind of stuff. That's how we get to Mars. Those are very interesting, dude. Are they not? They are very interesting, Kel. They truly are. Ever see anything crazy? Honestly, I don't. No one's ever been to the moon, though. Okay, who cares what your story is? At the end of the day, like, no one cares how dumb you are. Say something intelligent now. There's a reason why you're not asking to like brainstorming sessions, I'm sure. Familiar with the swapping of different lenses? Broaden my horizon, go digital. Yeah, I would. Honestly, I would, for real. Is that the moon? It is the moon. How expensive do you think it's going to be to board the ISS replacement? Honestly, I don't know. I got no clue. You don't believe in the moon landing? I do believe in the moon landing. The evidence stacks up on landing on the moon than it does against not landing on the moon. She has an IQ of cherry sauces. Dang. Hi, Holanta. Welcome in. Again, we don't really care what you think things are, dude. At the end of the day, we don't care. I think you're in the wrong room. You ever want to see a room full of happy people? It's going to be when you leave. What do you think the solution to the Van Allen radiation belt was? To fly through fast. Can you zoom in on the flag of American left there? Not with my equipment. I don't have anything that powerful. Hey, Distance, how you doing? Welcome back. How's your night? It's beautiful. Yeah, the moon is absolutely gorgeous. It truly is gorgeous. It truly is gorgeous. Let's move back in the center here. Put you in timeout. She need timed out. She need timed out. Family doesn't leave you. That's fine. At the end of the day, like, you don't have to prove nothing to no one. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, you can see how they'll argue about like science is not whatever, but yet they use a rock and send these messages throughout the whole globe. It's kind of mind blowing. It's really mind blowing at the end of the day. He needs discipline. Dang. Better candidate than the moon for it too. Yeah, most likely. Like, you want to get further out, not nearby. The idea would be getting further outwards. I'm done now. There, nutty. Disagreement is not nutty. Why is the right side cropped out? It's a conspiracy. Okay, cool story. Mars with Earth, 0.1. Mm-hmm. How's the allergies tonight? Pretty decent. I'm actually really tired right now, though. No need to discipline me. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying. Someone's coming for you. Let's about move it over a little bit. I had a kind of like sick past few days, so I haven't really been out to do much lately. Otherwise, I would have been streaming last night. The night before we had clouds. Last night, we had actually a really beautiful night last night, and I'm just sick. I couldn't handle it. Did you work always at night? No. I've only came up with like decent little puns for like the last 2 days. That's all I did. How do you come up with puns? And I think I've used them all so far tonight. I think I've used all my puns that I came up with in the past couple of days so far tonight. I don't know if there's too many more that I can use. It was definitely beautiful tonight. I'd agree. Oh, until the clouds moved in, Lori, on you. I mean, square miles. It's 53 miles wide. I don't know on square miles. You can do that calculation, but 53 miles wide on diameter. Oh, thanks, Rockstar. Appreciate it, buddy. Macaroon State. Yeah. We've had clouds this, like, even before we had a ton of clouds. Like, last week it was really cloudy here in Kansas City. And then I got a live in, but then I ended up being, like, getting sick during that live. Planes leave condensation. Why doesn't the ISS do the same? ISS doesn't have an engine that runs like the planes do, and it's crystallized particles, basically. When we talk about planes, where you see that behind the planes, where the ISS don't have like engines that continuously run. Time for 3 hours solid? Oh, dude, it's been longer than that. I was live for over 3 hours earlier, and now we're again 2:21. So I've been on about 6 hours so far tonight. Paid a lot of money to see clouds, I guess. Dang. Dang, Jace. That's tough, right, man? That you deserve a timeout. You deserve a timeout, bro. Hi, Megan. Good evening. When full moon turns a man into werewolf. Only got me at the restart. I got you. To another place so we can see the back of the moon. Yeah. Let me do that for you. Let me just do that. Let me jump up and just jump in my rocket ship and go do that for you. I'm good for a little bit longer. What time zone am I in? I am in the central time zone. Oh, you're welcome. I'm on it. We going. Notice we see a lot more impact craters now. Terminator line is on its way around. You're watching a video of Chris Houseman. Basically, once you're up there, not really going fast. Yeah, continuously falling. That's correct. Y'all see that? What did we see? You know, dude? Yeah, because your name's Mr. Rockstar. Oh, it's your cat's rock. Oh, okay, I got you. That makes sense. Your name makes it look like you're a dude. But though, I'm in the Midwest, so I tend to call everybody dude. Even my own sister, I call her dude. Do you view any other planets? We do. I streamed for 2 odd hours today. If you're such a... I mean, that is true today. That is correct. What hides on the dark side? A song from Pink Floyd. It's always so cool to see your live views. I appreciate it, Martha. Honestly, thank you. So if you have a head cold, I guess this is how I caught my cold in the chat room. Dang. Now you're blaming me. Whoa, what's this about? The moon right now. It's astronomy. We do astronomy here. Dude's better than bro. I tend to use bro a lot too. Do you use the Redline Pro lens, or do you just bag in all your footage for one roll? All my footage for one roll. I saw the moon at midnight. And then the storms came in on you in Pittsburgh. Dang it. Silly storms. Tell them they can't be doing that. The moon has a rabbit, yeah. If you're too far north, you just call them hey. That's funny. Can you describe my setup? The one I'm using now, or the observatory, or in what aspect? Like what we're looking at right now, this is the 8-inch Smith cast screen telescope. It's a kind of like a hybrid between a reflector and refractor telescope sitting on top of an EQ6R Pro mount with a SV405CZ camera. Why can't we see any stars in the background? Exposure. You got to turn up exposure. And then it makes the moon, like for example, if you go out and look at the moon, you're not going to see any stars behind the moon itself. Is there any deep impact craters than the standard? I mean, yeah, like 7 miles deep's the deepest. And you'll say people understand? I mean, oh, gotcha. How do you are, but when I see a full moon, I always think of the sponge monkeys, one of the worst things to be born. I do not remember sponge monkeys. What kind of telescope would be needed to see the American flag on the moon? Something about like a half mile wide, roughly. Are you sitting inside or outside in a observatory? Can you get closer? We will here in just a bit. Best budget beginner telescope? Probably like a tabletop Dobsonian or even binoculars. Remind me of Do Where's My Car? That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, like a budget telescope, like binoculars, or like a tabletop Dobsonian. Yeah, half mile wide, yeah. Be a really big telescope. You gotta remember the flag itself is only 3 foot by 5 foot. It's like super small at this distance, so you gotta look up what angular resolution. Angular resolution would give you the idea of how wide does your mirror have to be or your optics have to be able to see something at what size at what distance. You have to do the calculations, see where you got to be. Yo, Lee, thank you so much. Helps you buy that telescope. We got 18 telescopes. Or I should say, number 18 is going to be coming in on Tuesday. So we got telescope number 18 on its way. Going to be here Tuesday. I was moving across the moon, maybe a satellite. Weird. I didn't see it. I missed it. Hey, have a good night. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Ever watch any other planets or not possible? Sorry, dumb question. No, we do a lot of planetary views. I'm into planetary science, so planetary views are definitely the thing that we tend to do. But then we go in different directions, though. Like, we'll go into, like, doing deep space at times and other stuff like that as well. Like 120 bucks, can you see super clear? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You're into photography. Yeah, so angular resolution. It's like a half-mile wide telescope that you need for something like that small. And then you get another issue. Even, let's say you have it, then you got the atmosphere to deal with. And the atmosphere can be really wild. Be really, really wild. Hey Josh, what's up, man? I get all of them what's your claim? No, you're good though. Definitely wasn't a dumb question. What Miss Jenny, how many subs do you have when you go live? She needs to go live, but she's scared that she can't sing on YouTube. Oh man, check it out, the Beaver Moon, yeah. Near Kansas City, Missouri. Like watching Rick and Morty. I used to enjoy watching a few things from Rick and Morty. We always see everything in the past. Fact. That's true. Everything that we see is always in the past. Egg yolk? What? Hey, old May, what's up, buddy? You're welcome, Alan. Yeah, absolutely. Could black holes be universe? The universe or segments? It's a good question. Don't have an answer. No way for us to find out. Jupiter moon eclipsing tonight. Very possible that you'd have some eclipse tonight. There's always moons eclipsing on Jupiter. Futurama's better than Rick and Morty. Dang. So then when is now? Now. And visually there is no now. Unless you want to take in perspective, I just now seen that object. But visually, we see everything in the past. What you see now is of the past. Name like hurricane storms. No, there's 13 full moon names, and they're pretty much that. So this is 13 mainstream full moon names, but or take that back. There's 14. There's 14 full moon names, but there's a lot of different names also that can be occurred that other people use. They're not like standard names. There's several names for each full moon, but there's standard name that you would use typically with the full moon. A yellow cucumber. This reminds you of a yellow cucumber. I don't know where you're buying your yellow cucumbers, bro. Tell us Area 51 secrets. I don't know anything about Area 51. Knew many, but it's easy to set up photos and runs about 399. I can't remember the names of what I'm speaking on. What is it? Like the sea star? Or no? Next major meteor to hit the moon, just curious. I don't have no answer to that. Yeah, every culture basically has different full moons, yeah. The moon's made of cheese. What do you do? I would not. Those impact craters. What are those impact? Well, they're impact craters. Like asteroids, comets, and space trash. Now, quite as you know, you think now is when the Andromeda paradox comes into play. Yeah, I get that. Dark side is true? Not really. I mean, there's a far side and there's a near side. Dark side's only a song. There's no reference to what dark side is when it comes to the moon itself. You can have it in the reference of like no communication in the past, in a sense. But there's no, like in astronomy, there's no thing like dark side because we know that the far side also receives sunlight. Am I in Oregon? I am not. I'm in Kansas City, Missouri. Can we see it though? Not visually, not from Earth. We can see it through photographs. He's ball in the sky. Cool. Van says black spot is a reflection of land on the earth. That's funny. And the thing that we see right next to the moon on the screen is a reflection of your brain cells. Are there any photos of the other side of the moon? There are. Luna 3 was the first one to take photographs of the far side of the moon back in the 1950s. But you can even look up like the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter now. You're saying what you know? Well, you don't know anything, so why are you saying anything? Like if you're saying what you know, it probably should be nothing at all. Like you should be silent. You would be better off as like a silent speaker. Kind of like a sea star, but it's a new mini. Oh, I got you. I got you. And UFOs, never seen one. Not basically because it relatively hurts my brain. It makes me feel bad. I get that. I get that. And George says, we've never landed on the moon. Dude, it's we have. Apostrophe VE, by the way. We can see your direction in life, though. What do I get the more I realize how little I know? It happens to all of us, though. Why we still can't go now? Because we can go now. And we are going now. And we went 6 times. Imagine how some places high tides are extra now. Oh yeah, absolutely. King tides for sure right now. Went to the moon in the 90s. We didn't go to the moon in the 90s. So you don't know anything, dude. Again. I think I'll kind of repeat it. Try acting like one of the silent actors. It makes you look better. It would definitely make you look better. The orbit of the moon is not typical. It's an elliptical orbit. It's pretty typical for what it is. It's not about being accurate. I see what you're saying. It's not about being accurate. You're right. You're definitely not about being accurate. Dang. No, you're right, man. No, you're right. Stupidity is never accurate. I agree with you 100%. You are right on that for sure. It's never about being accurate. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. When you're trying to be stupid. Yeah, I agree. What's the difference between the observatory then going outside? Just come for science behind it. Everything. 1, setup and takedown process. 2, getting away from mosquitoes and not being attacked by mosquitoes all night. 3, being able to stream more high definition, making it a little bit easier. And brainwash, a lot of people you include though. You're brainwashed. Vane, do you even know what brainwashed actually means? Oh, damn, you got booted already. You're brainwashed in your own sense. You're believing the crap that you're reading and don't even know what you're reading because you think that we landed on the moon in the 90s. You don't even know what the 60s and 70s itself was. Like, I think you are truly brainwashed to the point that you're even making assumptions now instead of even understanding what you're even trying to make a statement of and saying that you don't have to be accurate in your own context of what you're saying. Well, no crap, because if you don't know what you're talking about, you're not going to be accurate in what you say in the first place. And that makes you brainwashed. Prophet name was astronomy guy. Oh, but he didn't answer. I got you. I got people who say that we don't do because we lost. Yeah, I got that too. Came from the moon's team for the Stingers. It happens. It gets old after a while. Some people definitely make my compost bin look like there's intelligent life inside of it. Dang. Which sea would you prefer to go sailing in? Ooh, Sea of Crisis. Probably Sea of Crisis. Absolutely. On the moon the night. That's correct. Absolutely. Great to be back. What up, Dallas? How you doing, brother? How's your night, dude? I tell family members who believe the world's flat. That's pretty crazy. You got family members actually believe it. Like, I've never met a true person that believes the actual world's flat. Hi, T. Good evening. Kel, is that a program for Calbridge? I'm trying to think what Kel is off the top of my head. Salvatore, what's up, brother? Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the love, buddy. Hopefully you're having a good night, by the way. Hi, Damien. Good evening. And taking someone from 1967 space program, being like we can do this in 50 years and show them a rocket landing, which launch they would be in all. Yeah, I agree. You found out your brother's a flat earther? Wow. Like, there's so many simple things you can do. You can observe the sun, observe the moon, just notice that it makes like a straight path in the sky. Like if the sun or moon was orbiting around us doing a 360, we see the moon for like 14 hours a day. So you'd see over, you'd see over 180 degrees of an arc angle in the sky when it comes to the path it takes. And it don't do that. Like, that's one of the easiest things you can do. And not to mention, but here's the thing though. In science, we don't care about proving to a person that doesn't want to do science, go through the scientific method, what they should believe. Like, it don't matter at the end of the day what they believe, because they don't have anything they assist in on the knowledge, right? And so, like, at the end of the day, it don't matter what their view of what shape a planet is. If you want to get into the science, then you probably should get it accurate, because otherwise you're not going to be accurate at all on your assumptions of things that happen. Have you ever tried to look at the moon in the daytime? I do. The sky sphere says the sun, moons. Yeah, absolutely. I saw as real I saw in the Game of Thrones. Oh my goodness. So there's a plan for humans to habitat the moon. I was wondering when. Oh yeah. It's going to be far out before all that actually occurs. We're still quite a ways away from actually building habitats on the moon and stuff. Confused, but I believe. Yeah, I get it. It's not hard though. Like, once you really want to dig into the scientific methods and start doing your own research, it's not hard to do. Like, the cool thing about the scientific method is that you want to be criticized. You want to be proved wrong, because if you're proved wrong, you always find better understanding of what actually happens out there. And so it's a good thing to have occur. Would you like to go in space? I wouldn't. Too cold. Too cold. I mean, we're in space, obviously, but would I want to go to outer space? I don't want to be on a rocket, but I would love to be on the moon. If that kind of makes sense. That just makes sense to you. In Australia, hold on to tree roots here, send help. Oh, no. Dang. You can't use logic. Well, I mean, it's just like that person earlier. It didn't have to, like. Your statement can be inaccurate. he was saying his statements could be inaccurate, but he knows the truth. Like, how's that crap make sense at all? Oh my goodness. I don't even remember the compost joke. I don't even remember. It says everyone is drunk to down there. Oh, I got you. Always thought science is about teaching a person who is sure of the beliefs. No, science itself is about trying to understand how things work. It's not really about teaching. I mean, obviously you got the teaching methods of science itself, but it's the scientific method itself is trying to understand how stuff works. Things that are observed, things you can jack with, put your hands on, test it, whatever it shall be. Trying to understand how that works. Can't be logical of logical thinking. It's pointless. I 100%. Cloud below. Those interesting contracts and patents. Skinwalker Ranch before they were wealthy. Someone bought something off him. That's funny. That's funny. With your telescope on, that's crazy. That was really crazy, dude. Must be tired. Can't remember the name of. Or find my note of it. Oh, I got you. Fake moon. Well, I don't tell you, man. Cool story. Oh, you didn't have to mute him. Because you see, we'll have a little bit of fun with him, I guess. Ah, damn. Poor flat mooners are getting booted. That one's definitely just a troll, though. They're getting beat up from their feet up. Insight on listening to your knowledge about space. I appreciate Dallas. Her spin speed is faster than the quitter. There's probably 1037. Keeps it on right. Hey, when people say that all scientists say he doesn't know, so let's be dumb and rant about stupid crap for no reason. Yeah. I mean, like, science doesn't know everything by no means, and no person does, right? Like, if you claim to know everything, then you're obviously off. You're clearly off. Don't think you ever seen the belly button looking critter on the moon? Tycho? It's actually really gorgeous. YouTube channels out there that have filmed similar phenomena. Yeah. Yeah, like it's seen the effect of what the heck do you want to call it? So it's basically magnetized material inside some of the impact craters that gets like a friction reaction and causes like a flashing effect. So it does occur. I've just never seen it myself though. I get a moon like this and seen a meteor or space junk or some sort yet. I have not personally. I've seen videos of them, but I personally have not. When you look through your telescope, it's too bright. Yeah, get a moon filter for sure. Definitely want a moon filter. YouTube reverse the image as well. I can flip it around, even myself. Obviously, you can spin the camera and get a different view. And then the telescope, since they have mirrors, they'll reverse stuff on you. There's not much to zoom into right now. We're still kind of in that point that it's basically a full moon. Like, we can grab an area of interest. There's just not much to zoom into. Not when you have these really bright full moons that we have right now. Like this, for example, there's not much to see currently. Not until like tomorrow night it'll be a little bit better, and then the next night, like, it's much more defined on what we're actually looking at. There's just nothing to really see currently. Basically a few impact craters on the edge. There's just not too much to see currently though. You can see the atmosphere, I think is what you're trying to say. At the moon's orbit is truly anomalous. In several ways, the moon is too large for its planet. Not true. It's just we orbit through a barycenter, which is outside of the Earth itself, outside of the crust. So it acts more like a binary planetary system than we do like a moon planet, per se. I think life on other planets would have ice. Maybe. I don't have the answer to it, though. I'm not an astrobiologist, but maybe. There's just not much to see right now when you zoom in. No, you meant water? No, I said atmosphere. That's what you're seeing, is the atmosphere in the sky. Check Wikipedia on what? It's a belly button crater called Tycho. Okay, think what you want. I mean, I don't have to think about it. We can measure it. It's pretty simple to do. We know what the atmosphere is. We can measure it through spectroscopy. Not hard to do. I know what atmospheric turbulence is. I know when it gets a little bit more wild. Pretty sure I've done this for quite a while. I have a little bit of reference on what's going on here. But if you think there's an ocean above us and sharks flying through and whales floating above us, whatever, I mean, you can believe that if you want to, I guess. Torrance, should I make French toast, pancakes, or waffle? Probably French toast. Have you been up there? I personally haven't, but 12 people have. It's cool when you darken the moon, appears lights wrong, yeah. Why would we want to put people on Mars get further away from the sun? Trophy that admitted they haven't. See, you're an idiot. Never mind, I already got you pretty quick. You're just one of those people that watch other videos and didn't actually go back and look at the reference or what he actually said, and you think all 12 people said something like that. Dude, you're crazy. You're just crazy. You're definitely the human equivalent to a participation trophy, though. Could actually live there, though. Like, I mean, obviously you need stuff, so it's easy to get there. I'm crazy or insane. That's fine. I mean, you can consider me to be insane. But, again, 12 people have been to the moon. One person made a statement that you're trying to reference and you don't even know what he's talking about in the first place. I can tell you, no, you don't. First of all. Second of all, you don't even have a clue what you're talking about. No clue what you're talking about. You're just an ignorant person that's trying to make claims, and it just makes you look like a cult member at the end of the day. And even your name, I mean, it kind of puts you out there. You're being mean. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you're pretty much showing who you're going to be just by reading your name. It don't take much to take it in clue or context of what kind of person you actually are. I really don't give a crap to have that conversation with you. Again, I don't care at all because you're not. Your name says that, and then you're going, here, at the end of the day, I would probably try to explain stuff to you, but there's no primer for that kind of stupid at the end of the day. Butters patenting chewing gum for him. Man. Cowders are going crazy. Oh, no way. Cowders are getting happy. Is that a moon or a new? This is the moon. Are the dark spots craters or different colored dirt? So this is going to be bosonic lava or ancient solidified lava. The collective better of society. Oh yeah, for sure. Better to look stupid than to open your mouth and prove you are. That is true. That is true. This is the kind of person that you would think, like, that's how you know that light travels faster than sound does. Oh crap. That's how you know light travels better than, or faster than sound does, because it comes in looking bright, but then they open their mouth, and here it is. Was bright here in tow by a rogue planet that passed through our system? Nah, it don't have any kind of like the composition and stuff just doesn't make sense when it comes to that. But your journey is astronomy, maybe soon we will. People like that are loved about scare. I know, so true. What are the darker spots? Ancient solidified lava. I was saying I'm one of them. Not for. I was saying how easy it is to end up. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's easy to end up stupid, but it's definitely hard to make better decisions in life. And I think taking the easier route is probably not the best way for people to go. Further set opinions are like, everyone has one. Yeah, and they all stink, yeah. I think it's cool that you engage with people. I try to. I definitely try to keep up with people in comments. It would be different. Instead of making comments, you could actually ask questions and maybe we could have that conversation. But when you make comments of your own and you come off saying like 12 people said that, now I'm going to say go find the evidence of 12 people saying this, the 12 people landed there, and you're going to find out, damn, I was wrong. And you'll find one person that talked about, and the reference you're trying to use, and I know you're still in the chat, I just seen you. The reference you're trying to use is when Buzz says you didn't see us land on the moon, you've seen an animation. He was speaking of the animation because no one's ever been to the moon before he landed there, so you had to see an animation of what it would look like as they're getting close to the moon. And if you'd actually go watch the actual interview that he had, you would realize, like, your comment, one, is dumb, two, no 12 people even said it, so it was even dumber. Like, you really can't get any dumber than that, right? But I'm entertained by the lore, and I feel like the Sci-Fi Channel should make a series out of that. And so I guess it may be true. You ever show any of the planets? We do. She compared herself to Einstein. I know. That was pretty crazy. What she tried to say is that she was calling herself crazy, but making that definitely was a crazy claim, but definitely I wouldn't call her crazy in its own. I would just call it a cultish member. Game of Thrones meets Stargate. That's right. What I've noticed in my years, most people don't know how to ask a proper. Yeah, you can ask questions for sure, but making a claim means that you should know kind of what you're backing up with and have a little bit of evidence. Because when you make a claim, there's no other way you can back out of it at that point. Feel like you know something others don't have access to secret. Right. Absolutely. And the username alone. Absolutely, yeah. Makes it weird. 100%. 100%. Yep. Easy to ask questions rather than coming in with like a biased comment, I guess is the easiest way to do stuff, but whatever. Whatever. What claim? I don't know. Are you familiar with Billy Meyer case? I am not. I've been doing get insulted by him. Dang. Hello and greeting fellow humans. What up, Ryan? How you doing? How's your night? Yeah, I don't like to go on like stupid rants on stupid people, but dang, some people just, I don't know. Getting a little testy, yeah, it happens. It's bad because I used up all my puns tonight that I thought of. Dang it. People make it messing me up. We're having too much fun. Not with that one. Man, that was a truly dumb one. Like, out of all of them tonight, that one came in as like one of the worst by far. Oh, man. You can definitely have people that are way out there, but my goodness. I can take questioning, but I can't take stupidity very well. Man. I click everything that is. I just like some. I know. And they use a rock to send their comments, so it's crazy. Why is it called the Beaver Moon? It's called the Beaver Moon because fur was commonly sold during this period, plus they used this moonlight to set up traps. As the moon flexing through the scope is the atmosphere. It is our atmosphere, what we call atmospheric turbulence. What's the biggest crater you ever seen on the or seen hit the moon? I've never seen anything hit the moon myself, Alex. Which one was stupid? Last one. Does the far side of the moon have less of the dark volcanic spots? That is true. It has much less, but we see a lot more impact craters, though. Yeah, it wasn't you, but it definitely wasn't you. Leper. Beaver fur? Between a beaver moon and a wolf moon, it's just the name of the moons for those two different months. Bringing people, yeah. You see first evidence of the Gregor effect. Or people overestimate their own knowledge, yeah. Like, there's one thing, like, if you want to act like you want to be resistant to the government, I get that, whatever, at the end of the day. But you go into a live and you're just going to argue the dumbest crap and make the dumbest claims that have, like, no supporting evidence. Like, you could say, well, Buzz says we didn't let him know. Okay, well, you didn't watch the interview. You can go that conversation. But if you say, the 12 people that landed said we didn't land on the moon, nowhere, anywhere is there any kind of evidence to even get close to something like that. That just gets too much at that point. Just a little crazy. But it doesn't even matter. We all know that. Look it up. It's a city in Utah. Oh, I'll definitely check it out then. Yep, so I'll check it out. You don't rename cons. I usually don't, but when your name is the name that person had, obviously I was going to read it to make sure they weren't going to spew anything that was going to be hatred to people. That's about Billy Meyer. have to look it up. I'm not sure. It's not ringing a bell. Does it have anything to do with the moon? I guess that'd be my question. Does it have anything to do with the moon? Oh, UFOologist. It has nothing to do with the moon. I don't even know why we're in this conversation. Yeah, what Buzz said was taken out of context. Yeah, absolutely. Just going and watching the video itself will that'll make you feel like, oh man, I'm an idiot for believing what I just seen on that video. How's everything to do? It has nothing to do with anything. No one cares about a UFOologist at the end of the day. Dang, Streetloud's taking you out. Travis Walton. Who's Travis Walton? Sweet tea or snacks? Or in snacks tonight? I got sweet tea. Our side acts like a shield, I assume. Is that more critters? I mean, I guess you can call it a shield in a sense, but I mean, it's not as well because we still got impacted quite frequently. So far down, it could probably convince him the universe was created last Thursday. Yeah, that's so true. Absolutely, so true. Anyways, hey, what up, Laricia? Or Laricia? Hopefully I said that right. Laricia, how you doing? How's your day? A banana ramen, Jim. With Coke? Dang. I don't know that I'd want to throw banana into a drink like that. That sounds kind of crazy. Sounding kind of crazy. Is that even, can someone help? Someone advise me? Yeah, like a doctor. Probably. I mean, I don't think that we're a good source to do it. Unless he enjoys looking at the moon, maybe. Noontime there for you now? Nice. Nice. Why so Chris Claire? Did you do a RAM raid of Telescopes RS with someone else? What up, Oliver? Okay, and a task out of the upper. No, you meant, put your UFO over the Starlink satellites. Found that where you lost voice, yeah. What camera are you using? The SV405cc from SV Bonnie. Hey George, how's it going? It's cold out where I'm at, 38 degrees tonight. Believe it or not, though, I just have the fan running here in the observatory and it doesn't feel bad. It's a beautiful view tonight. The moon's really gorgeous tonight. It's warm in here inside the control room of the observatory. It's not bad. I mean, 12 degrees Celsius, dang, dude. Now it's like 38 would be like maybe 3 degrees Celsius, roughly. 3 or 4. Somewhere in that ballpark. See how the KP index is hanging out. KP 6 right now. Friday night has a KP 7 plus, by the way, y'all. Dang. A KP 7 plus. Holy moly. Those specks on the moon look like lights. It's just younger impact craters. Some of the debris that gets like pulled up out of the crust during impacts, and it's much more reflective until like the solar wind comes through with all the radiation and starts to knock it down. Dim it out. Space the Final Frontier. 35 times optic on my honeymoon. And that was the first thing I used to look at the moon stuff. Vortex. Oh, that's so cool. Lunar filter, none right now. What's the aperture of the scope? It's the C8. 8-inch make-out screen. Because guys, don't set up the Nikon Canon both. See which better. Nikon glass is best. Spoiler. Yeah, I bet. I bet it is. I bet it is. Oh, for the Aurora? Yeah. It'd be crazy. Imagine hitting like KP8 and then have this bright moon that just ruins it anyways. Oh, thanks, Jason. It really is. Our moon is very beautiful. It truly is beautiful. I appreciate it, Dallas. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm getting super tired. I ain't gonna lie. Chicago, Illinois. Hi, Kathy. Welcome in. Hi, 514. No. How you doing? How is Kathy? Crater on the bottom left that looks like a nasty one. Yeah, impact Tycho impact crater. Sleepy Panda 2 already. Can't say about puppies. Like, cool. Dang, gotta translate that one. Look at the moon from Texas. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Hi from Australia. Welcome in. Welcome in. Doing great. Awesome. Do you know anything about that? What was impact crater? What about it? It's named after Tycho Brahe, which is a Danish astronomer. 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep, 108 million years old, roughly. $9:35 a.m. for you? Wow. Cannot be on the moon? I mean, I'm not. I'm on Earth. Place on Earth is anywhere I am. I love it. Nice. Very nice. Why is our moon fixed? And the only fixed moon in our solar. It's not the only tightly locked moon in our solar system. There's others. It's not about why, it's how, through gravity. Why does it look like there's 3 straight lines coming out of the big crater? That's ejecta, debris that gets blown out during impacts. It's called ejecta. Earth is the best planet to live on. I would agree with that. I would definitely agree with that. Oh, I'm not too sure. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired fast. I woke up yesterday morning like at 9 o'clock, 9:15, somewhere in that area. And I only slept for like 4 hours. I'm getting tired pretty quick right now. How do we know that Earth is the best planet to live on? We haven't seen any others. I mean, because here we are, and we're doing it. It's working for us. Definitely seems to be the best right now. Check around and have a fake nose. Dang, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't know off the top of my head. Feel free to this. I think those crowns used in the oceans or seas. I think those, canyons used to be ocean seas. They're called the oceans and the seas. There's bosonic lava, though. Taking your energy away. It might be tonight, huh? Definitely might be. Jenny said the moon had stretch marks. Dang. Due to bot. Don't appear to be, though. For that you're up this late, having a little one, it happens. I mean, late nights are a bit up. 4 a.m. Okay, 5 a.m. home at 6 p.m. We're both need sleep. Yeah, dude. That's planet in our solar system, at least. Yep. I mean, as far as we know, this is the best planet. Why do we only see one side of the moon? It's tidally locked to us through gravity. Been retired since 43. Still don't sleep. Maybe 4 hours every 3 days. Dang. Now 30, 40 minutes there. I got you. How big do you think the shock wave was from that impact? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too sure. Looked amazing last night. The northern lights are shining bright in Alaska tonight, too. Are you serious? Are they really? That's crazy awesome. That's crazy size. Why doesn't the Earth look pot marked? So we got some decent ones here, but we have an atmosphere that protects us, and then we have what's called sediment changes, where we rain and stuff like that, so things get covered up. But there's some really big impact craters here on Earth as well. Arizona, for example, or there's one of the biggest and oldest ones in Africa, and same holds true also in Australia. Look out, it's kind of strange to request that. Because it takes up a lot of space and stuff. I don't know, just takes too much of my attention in the eyes. It's pretty much the same anywhere you go. Caps are kind of rude in a sense. Incompetent, and it's all good. No, it's all good. Turn the lights. Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Cooler, how you doing? Now search things around Mexico and South America, yep. Excitement, but I get it. I get it. It's just it's hard to read in a huge sense too for me. I try to read all the comments, but capital letters, one is kind of harder to read, but it also it just makes it where I lose focus too in a lot of the chat. Different universe out there until they're each other. Gotcha. Hi, Anonymous. Welcome in. Thank you, Dallas. Honestly, thank you. Also, that Saturn's rings are horizontal at the moment. Yeah, Joan. Makes it kind of crazy. For sure. Definitely makes it crazy. We are here in the Milky Way. That is true. Looks like a watermelon. It does. The moon kind of does look like a watermelon. You want to land on the moon? I think being on the moon would be really, really gorgeous, to be honest. I think it'd be really amazing to be on the moon. And plant a fire flag. Dang. On the phone, so I don't see what you mean. I got you. Just like when I'm reading everything, obviously it's coming in really, really fast on me. Slides right through the view. Same for emojis, it just kind of covers up where I'm trying to read the chat. It's not supposed to look like a watermelon. What's it supposed to look like? I don't know what else it's supposed to look like. It just looks like the moon to me. Reason to prove Jupiter is the best planet. It also has rings. That is true. It does have rings. It has 4 rings. So what's your stance on the asteroid floating around the solar system? Gotta have your own theories. Which asteroid? There's so many asteroids. Which asteroid are you speaking of, Kohler? Rather be in the Redwood Forest or Hawaii? Aw, dang. I go anywhere. Moon, Mars, or anywhere, dang. Back and guess which one. Yeah, everything. We know everything. We just haven't thought of it yet. Well, if you haven't thought of it yet, how do you know? Telescope powerful. Like, is this like nasal level or civilian level? Civilian level. It's one you can pick up on Amazon if you wanted to. Hey, Big Coffin Hunter. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you so much too. NASA level, or so this is one that you'd use in your backyard. Have you used an eclipses telescope? We have. Yeah, I got what you meant. I got you. That's one you can buy yourself and use in your backyard. It's a balloon, is it? Are you sure about that? Yo, William, thank you for the marshmallow. Appreciate it. Show a picture of what my cell phone was able to take. So be oh, that's so cool. What cell phone do you have? Thinking about buying the 8SE. Dude, I would recommend the 8SE. Definitely, I wouldn't recommend like the 11-inch. The 11 is way too much. About the moon, don't want to take over your life. Conspiracy theory. Yeah, I don't go into conspiracy at all. I'm very logical in my own sense. I sure got to the moon. Dang. Hi, William. Good evening, bud. Love your dad gave me binoculars to see the moon. Oh, inspired you ever since? Dude, that's so cool. Like, binoculars are so awesome to use for, like, observation on the moon, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you have a pair of binoculars, try it. If any of y'all have a pair of binoculars, definitely go out and try it. It's interesting how well they work. Guess who the top chatter is in the chat right now? Guess who has sent the most messages so far in the chat? And how many it could be. My goodness. Not true. Conspiracies aren't proven true in time. Look back in history. It's not actually true. Conspiracies start out with a truth of its form and always have non-evidential stuff afterwards. There's a big difference between a conspiracy and a questionnaire. Questionnaires question the evidence, where conspiracies they start out with truth, which has a little bit of evidence, but then they go on to a path where there's no evidence at all. And that's what a conspiracy is. I don't think you know the definition of conspiracy. No, not Nightbot, it's you. I have 417 messages. Everybody tells you, why not, Christy? Lies about as doggy as a fresh game burnout. Name of the game, boy. Name of the game is you're an idiot. Conspiracy theories turn out to be true, though. No, it's not true. That's not what conspiracy theories are. Conspiracy theories mean there's no evidence to support anything. There's a difference between questioning evidence compared to a conspiracy. Like, I think people mislabel sometimes what a conspiracy is, but conspiracies just mean there's no evidence other than the thing that you're making a claim to. which is kind of wild. Like, why would you make a claim if there's no evidence? But they usually start out with like evidence being the base of the conspiracy, and then they go off on a whole different path. But yeah, like there's things you can question. Some people might call it a conspiracy, but they're wrong in that aspect. It may not be a conspiracy of its own. But most conspiracies itself are very, very horrible. Yeah, people do misuse the term conspiracy often. No, you don't need dark. No, you'd be able to use them, Christy. Even in areas where it's not dark, you can still use telescopes. Especially when it comes to stuff like the moon, planets, stuff like that. Because the moon is on the backside of the house tonight. The season that we're in right now. It's a little bit higher in its plane. The moon's not hollow, no. It has an iron core. I only see one face of it. That is correct. Can you actually see planets? Yeah, you could. Absolutely. Even in a town, you'd be able to see, or like a city, you'd be able to see them. Absolutely. Oh, they're binoculars right now? Oh, no way. Are they really? That's awesome. So look at the moon with an old telescope. Fell apart, so we need another one. Oh, and electronic devices, DDDs. Honestly, look at like the 4SC. If you're looking for like a go-to mountain stuff, the 4SC is really wonderful. Do you think around the moon? None. Honestly, none. We take high definition photographs of the moon all the time. I always wonder what's on the dark side of the moon. It's just a song. Far side of the moon has a lot more impacts on it. Sort of a joke theory. What's that? His ripple. Need to get slightly real here. You want me to get really real with you, Mike? You want me to get super real with you? I can get super real with you if you want me to. Turn the moon to be more peaceful than looking. Well, let's go back to the last few things that we said, I guess. I guess you cannot look at moons and planets when you're in a city, if that's one of the things I just said. What did we say shortly before that? Oh, that we take high definition photographs that we take, which anyone can look that up. It's pretty common to be able to look up the lunar reconnaissance orbiter and see high definition photographs. What other one did we say, do you think? Stupid troll. One thing in human history, it cannot be recreated. Something secure later. Anyways, Butter, what up? Do you think anybody has ever been on the moon? There's proof. Like, how would we know? I mean, we can bounce lasers off the retroreflective mirrors. We can look at the evidence of like the photographs that are taken. We can look at the evidence of, for example, like USSR, even admitting that they see that we landed on the moon, and the ones that we're in competition with. All the evidence, when you put it together, are the hundreds of thousands of people involved in the spacecraft taking off, or the people watching her, the people in Australia, for example, being able to talk to, or not just talk to, but I should say be able to hear things from Australia, which wouldn't be possible any other ways. So there's definitely a lot of different ways that you can look at it. So you put on the evidence, there's more evidence to suggest that we've been to the moon rather than not being on the moon. You just take on probability itself. I got family members involved with it. Super cool. And not to mention, if you think the government's so good at keeping secrets like that for 50 years, then man, you really got a lot of trust in your government. Surf have any craters that are like the Tycho one? Not like Tycho. That's 53 miles wide. That's a massive impact crater. really massive. Are you down in Texas, Maurice? Nice, man. Welcome in. How's the skies down there? How's the weather? Moving your dialogue from one person's point, you don't know Moon of Apollo lineage. Straight on. Mike again. Again, dude. I know that you think you're funny and all, but the only joke here so far seems like your life. Fresh down there? Nice, dude. Super awesome. I can't find it. I might use it for moon stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be super cool. Right now is great, at least here in San Antonio. I'm just outside San Antonio on the bottom of the hill, the country. Oh, that's so awesome, though. What's the temperatures like down there? Last time I went to San Antonio, it was like 32 degrees, and it made me so mad. When was that? Last year? Last, like, January? It was so dang cold. You think it's roof, or do you think? No, it has an iron core. Is this a live view? It is, yep. It's a live view. Is this really live? Yeah, that's a live view from here in Kansas City. I thought the moon was filled with beer. No kidding. I think it's a weird dream. That's so funny, Julia. Moon is consists of a ball of iron. Moon dust gathered over a million years. No. About 4.53 billion years, roughly, is the estimate on it. But would have formed by a ring system right outside of our planet. 55 degrees outside. Oh, dude, that's not bad. That's not bad. Dark spots on the moon are those shadows. No, those are going to be Bosnic lava region. This is solidified lava. Ancient solidified lava. Oh, you're down in Oklahoma City. I got you. 10 degrees above 0 Fahrenheit. You're in Fairbanks last year. Dang, that's way too cold. That's way too cold. This is a supermoon, yeah. Thought the supermoon was Tuesday. Was talking about in the biggest of the year. It was. So it was Wednesday when the supermoon occurred, the 5th, and now here we are into the 6th. The morning of the 6th now. Hi Flower, what's up? Yeah, we've had a lot of clouds here in Kansas City, and then I streamed a couple of nights ago. Then I ended up getting sick, which kind of sucked. Took me out for a few nights. Life under Europa's. I honestly don't know. I'm kind of personal, like, and it's just opinion at this point. I'm less excited now with some of the other evidence than I was before. Chemtrails, what that have to do with the moon? Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better. Absolutely. Blues Music comes out. Oh, San Antonio. Yeah. A lot of beautiful music comes out of Texas area. Like Austin, obviously being the live music capital of the world, so it's kind of fun to go down there and just listen to live music. You get like a far out view to see how big it is compared to something else. There's really not much out there. I do got another telescope, but it's still pointing. Oh, it's not. It's not pointing at the moon anymore. I do have another telescope that was looking in that direction. Obviously, it's not anymore, though. Let me park that other telescope, too. I probably lost my view from it already. What's the mount? There we go. Should be good. Austin has really awesome live music for sure. Alright, this. How much was this telescope? This one right here is about 1,600 roughly. Still if you already answered this. Have you heard the theory of the moon is hollow? I've heard people make nonsense claims that the moon's hollow. Our full moon's actually full for roughly somewhere around 7 to 8 minutes, roughly. Roughly. Are you able to observe 3-eye atlas of your telescope? We are, it's just not yet. It's not where I can get to yet. Why can't you see the moon from England? I don't know. Is it daytime? Anonymous doesn't have anything to do with this live, dude. The moon was hollow and they used to say, oh, geez, I know. Daytime, that's probably why you don't see the moon right now. A little bit harder to see in the day. So you watch the moon 24/7? I don't watch it 24/7. But I have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in when it comes to the moon. I couldn't even come up with even how close it is when it comes to observing and going through other locations when it comes to the moon. I'm supposed to have them on hotkey. I know, I probably could. See the full moon in the sky today. It's massive. Well, that's really cool. By telescope, I have a fish tank habit. Oh, hobby. Oh, I got you. Get a 3.5 millimeter, or you're going to operate a 3.5 meter telescope tomorrow? Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy, crazy. Huge moon in Berlin last night. Ah, that's so cool. Can you see other planets? We can. How long have you been studying the moon? Ooh, dude, like let's take observation since I was 8 years old. It's been a minute. You're not even regular. Get behind the black bar, show up. What are you talking about, you dummy? What a weirdo. Go to other planets, see skies. Well, they'll be looking at skies from Mars instead of Earth. I'm just saying, if we ever get the chance to go to other planets, we'll be there looking at the skies from Mars instead. Well, maybe I'm confused on it. I'm not 100% sure I understand what you're saying there. Yeah, that too is way out there. That's the real thing, it is. Last night in Sydney, Australia, fabulous. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. What makes it a beaver moon? Beaver itself is just the name of the full moon of November. A pointer on the screen. What screen? I don't know what you mean on the screen. Masterminds don't actually love you. They don't? I don't know. I mean, it seems like they do when they go to a mousetrap. We colonize Mars instead of looking at the moon. Oh, from Earth, you will look at it from... So, you would, but you need a telescope, obviously, still. But the really cool thing, let's put it in context, though. Can you imagine hanging out on Mars and having a blue sunset? Like, that would be the coolest thing ever, having a blue sunset. If you lived on, yeah, I got that. Like, that would be the coolest thing ever, just having a blue sunset. I don't know. That'd be like, can you imagine taking your significant other and just sitting there and having a blue sunset? It'd be crazy, crazy awesome. No one's going to Mars. Well, we're gonna volunteer you first. You're gonna be the first one volunteered. Actually, why don't you volunteer? Is this AI fake? No, it is not AI. That's what I do. With some blue milk. Dang. Dang. No, I'm thinking here that Steven should be the one that volunteers. Like, if you don't think you can go to Mars, you should definitely volunteer then. Volunteer your life for it, man. I dare you. Go sign up, volunteer. If you know we can't go volunteer. And no take backs either. Sign that claim, man. I dare you. Yeah, chicken Greenland. Go sign up, dude. Go sign up, Steven. Just the different elements in the atmosphere. Hey, what up, Chris? How you doing, brother? How's your night? You go. Where you sign up? Go sign up on different things, man. I think even SpaceX has a way to sign up on their stuff. I mean, go look it up. Can't you do any kind of research? Obviously, you don't because you're claiming you can't leave Earth, so clearly you don't do research, but you should. You should definitely try it. Definitely should try to smooth the scope for a little bit. Not hard to do research. Google is pretty easy. It's connected to YouTube. Who owns YouTube? Google.it. Yep, the sun's color is white light. When we talk about the sun, it's white light sun. No fireballs tonight. I haven't been looking for meteors at all. Yeah, Mars desert, Greenland glacier. He wouldn't figure it out though. He probably thinks Greenland actually is grassy. And he thinks Iceland's ice. Just dying. Where the rust? I don't know. You see rust. To have a sun viewing rig. This telescope can be the sun. Where's the Atlas in the sky? Kind of right on top of it. What is? There's a little bit of rust on the moon. Not a lot, though. Hermodite. You run it backwards, that happens. It does happen. Oh, it's midday where you're at now? Look at the sun with the telescope and some eclipse glasses. Not with the eclipse glasses. No, don't do that. Get a true proper solar filter for your telescope. Thanks, Flower. Glad to see you tonight, though. You can jump in our Discord if you want. Can sleep again after all the carbs on the pasta running. We see some of the rust like close to like the impact craters near like the South Pole mostly. Don't you need oxygen? That's true. But some of the oxygen would be picked up from our atmosphere and pushed out with the solar winds. That's like the most probable way that the rust gets there. Is we already know there's moisture, obviously, and iron on the moon. We find like ice water and whatnot. So when the impact occurs, some of that moisture comes up. We see it on the top of the rims of the impact craters. Oh, Discord won't work right for you. I got you. Why same rock as Earth? Why so reflective? It depends. It's not that you're looking at a rock, but you're looking at different isotopics of, or different elements, basically a bunch of different types of rocks going on here. More precious than gold in the universe? No, gold's more. Or sorry, precious. Yeah. I would definitely take that. Probably true. Gold is very common in the universe. Are you live every night? I try to, man. Just depends, though. Have tinted lenses on now, right? No, I don't have any moon filters in currently. Why are there dark spots? Bosnic lava, solidified lava. Hi B, how you doing? Welcome in. Does your telescope zoom in more? So zoom when it comes to like a telescope is your eyepiece or barless. we can zoom in digitally, but if you want to get true zoom, then we got to put in different equipment on the telescope. Oh my goodness. Let's stop yawning. Yeah, it is really bright tonight. It is super bright tonight. Yo, what up, Bueno? How you doing? How's your night? Or your day, I should say. Just hang out, jump around a bit. It'd be a lot of fun. Definitely would be fun. Yeah, it would be fun. I honestly don't have thoughts on it, dude. Hi, Jeremiah. Good evening. Or good morning, whichever shall be for you. Or using this is the C8 telescope. Before the clouds is bright and beautiful. Yeah, I'm about there for sure. It's 4:09. We'll go for a few more minutes. We'll go to 4:15 a.m. I'll call it. You ain't got no romantic line in you. Let's see it. I'm gonna rate this. 0 being horrible, 10 being the best. 8:39 p.m. Ah, I got you. Where's the comet in the sky? What is that picture? It's a live view of the moon. Have you ever used a sea star? I have not. I got the Dwarf 2, but I've never used a sea star. Oh yeah, Jenny's husband has one. 3 a.m. for you. Not sure why you're up. It's 4 o'clock here now for us. What is it? It's the moon. That's our moon. You enjoy yours very much. Nice, dude. That's awesome. That's super awesome. I don't really enjoy the smart scope personally. But I don't know. I may just be weird. I don't know. And does a full moon affect astronauts' driving skills? About yet. We've had a few go through. Honestly, thank you, Vincenzo. Thank you so much, bud. I appreciate it. On the Y spot that's all spidery. Yeah, it's Tycho Impact Radar. We'll do that real quick. Set up a field of view here. Region of interest towards Tycho, like there probably. And apply. Zoom in. There we go. Let's see if I can fix our focus a little bit too. Focus. Go the other way. Looks like. A little better. Definitely getting better. There you go. Other bright spots, just younger material that came out from the crust from like impacts. So like these bright impact areas are just younger impact regions. Be better for higher photo quality. Yeah, absolutely. Oh wow, 6-hour week so far. Oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy. We kind of pull us back a little bit here too. See a little bit more brightness here. What we're looking at. Yep, beautiful Tycho. We're in the sky 2 nights ago. Oh, that's so cool. It does rotate, yep. It rotates on its axis. The moon does rotate on its axis. Why don't we see it on here? It's a really slow rotation. It's highly locked to its rotation, like one whole rotation is 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Here, let's go to another object real quick before we call it a night. Because, you know, we need to. Let me zoom back out real quick. Man. All right, let's swing over to the other side of the sky. Look at Jupiter real quick, and then call it a night. First, let's do this, though. Because why not? Let's go here first, and then we'll go to Jupiter. We forgot to say it. Dang, I forgot to say it. Are we here? We got stars. Get a few more stars show up. See if we got enough to actually play solve it. Play solve. Dang, I don't have the actual telescope hooked up. Oh well, let's just go Jupe. Jupe. Gotta go the other side of the sky first. We. Getting there. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now we just gotta focus though. That's horrible focus. Go here, set up an area of interest. See if we can focus in a little more. Check the bandings on her. The bands that make her dance. Let me take it out of focus and then come back in. See where we need to be. One more stacking. Let's move it up a little bit better though. Yep, Jupiter. Beautiful Jupiter. We'll stack it real quick. Let's see what it looks like. The big old red box out of our way. Ain't that beautiful? Ain't that crazy beautiful? So this is what it looks like stacked, and this is of course what it looks like raw. Just gorgeous. This is roughly 450 images stacked here. $560. Really beautiful. What a good way to end the stream, huh? Alright, y'all. I'm ready. I'm gonna call it. Clear skies, y'all. Have a good night. Have a super awesome day. Be kind unless you're talking to a flat earther. And my goodness, at the end of the day, who knows what to say to him. But yeah. Anyways. Clear skies. Tomorrow night should be good. Looks like we should be good live stream again tomorrow night. Shall see y'all soon. Goodbye.